everybody. It's been a while. Sorry about that little delay, but we are here for episode 27. How are you guys doing? Ready to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Can't wait.
Let's go.
All right, so
New baby edition.
the new
Yeah,
baby.
new
You
baby.
won't hear any cries. She is downstairs, but for everybody wondering, she is doing well. Born a little early. Wasn't planning on that, but everything's going really well, and we're just excited to be back. So, who wants to give me the recap? What happened last
Not
time,
it.
like a
Not
month
it.
ago?
Not it. Shit, a lot of stuff.
Brian or Jamal. Jamal, why don't you do it?
Well, we went to Cotton Candy Mountain.
Wait, Village.
We went to Cotton Candy Mountain is the thing from a YouTube video. Charlie,
It's Charlie.
It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie.
So we went to Cotton Candy Village. I'm trying to remember. We had just got there, and like creepy Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic rabbit has been following us around the amusement park, telling us creepy rhymes, and we played hockey very badly.
Correction.
Tug played hockey.
Tug played good hockey.
Doug played hockey while Carl and Durf basically rolled around on the ground uselessly. And what was the other thing we did? Didn't we do 2 attractions?
No, you definitely only did one. You went to the mansion
Did we go to the mansion
first. You went to
Yeah.
Rusty's mansion first.
Yeah.
And then we realized we had to go back out to the other
Oh, that's right.
attractions
We had to,
before we could continue.
Like, get all the Legend of Zelda like baubles to put in slots.
Correct.
There's going to be a Legend of Zelda reference in every single episode. So yes, there were these golden plates, like these slots, and you found your first one on Ice Cream Island after you defeated the snowman and animatronic penguins with knees, shooting the pucks into the holes there. And yeah, you found a golden plate, and you had just left there. Are you guys ready to go somewhere else, or what do you want to do? You're up.
So there are 3 other. We got like Chaco Mountain or whatever. We got like some palm trees. I forget what that one is.
I think we should go. Didn't we say we were going to go to Chaco Mountain next?
Yeah, didn't we say that in the episode? It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Like, I'm pretty sure we gave in to Kirk's demand of Ice Cream Island if we could go to Chaco Mountain next.
Yeah, Durf and Tug were arguing over who wanted to go where, and Durf said Chaco Mountain just out of spite. So it's up to you.
Well, wait, but so we did Ice Cream Island though. So Chaco Mountain. I'm saying I think at the end of the last episode, weren't we on the way to Chaco Mountain explicitly? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so, but you can be. I think
We
you
were
guys were
now.
just done.
That's how I remember it.
Okay, fair
Retcon.
enough.
At the end of
So
last
Chaco
episode, we were
Mountain
going
is?
to Chaco Mountain.
Chaco Mountain.
I hope we fight an Augustus Gloop themed boss here. So if you can call that audible on our way there, then
I
that's
might
great.
be able to do that. I am the DM after all. Okay, so here we go. You leave Ice Cream Island. You walk across the park past that central area where you saw that big, basically statue of Rusty in the center of the park. You're passing, heaps of twisted metal, colorful decorations that have been toppled over or broken. Plenty of like rides that are clearly no longer in functional form. And you come to the end of a path underneath an archway that says Chaco Mountain, a big wooden archway. You see before you a ginormous rock formation. It kind of looks like, if you know the Matterhorn from Disneyland.
Oh, the aggro crag from Global Guts?
From Guts, right. Similar, yeah.
It's
a little bit bigger
The
than
Matterhorn
that.
is also a real mountain.
So
So
is
is
it?
the aggro crag. I guess you don't pay
True.
attention to
True.
90s
Yes.
competitive sports shows.
The Matterhorn and the Agrocrag in Switzerland, right next to each other.
Yeah, but one has actuators and it'll shoot glitter in your eyes. What does the Matterhorn do?
Okay, so it's completely dead though. It's just a big heap of rock. It looks like it's metal that has been shaped into a big rock. This thing is huge, like hundreds and hundreds of feet tall. Completely dead. There's a bunch of empty, dark caves sticking out of it, but it is dry as a bone. And you see a bridge ahead of you that leads to a small ticket booth at the base of this inactive ski lift rigging that's got wooden benches that hang on ropes that lead high up to the peak. and onto a ledge that disappears into the mountain.
Well, I'll tell you what, I ain't paying.
Nope.
We're already in the shit for not paying to get in. No sense in paying for this ride. Walk past the ticket booth, guaranteed. Tug ain't stopping.
Well, this is kind of like a booth that you saw at Ice Cream Island when you first met Rusty, and he got you all situated with the hockey sticks and skates and whatnot. So as you approach it to pass it, a metal rabbit flicks upwards, just like before, and you hear the sound of a crackle of a speaker. He wears an orange wool hat and sports a bushy brown beard atop his familiar wide grin. Overalls cover up his upper half as he holds a large pickaxe across his chest. And he says,
Welcome to Chaco Mountain. Up you go and down the slide. Please keep your hands and feet inside the ride. I sure do hope you're not allergic to dairy, or the monsters inside will be double as scary.
Durf rolls his eyes.
You hear the ski lift ahead of you jerk forward and begin to churn, but not a second later, a large explosion is heard from the docking station as black smoke billows out from the machinery. And you hear the rabbit chime in once again.
Oops, it seems we're having some trouble. Our workers will be on it on the double. But if you're running short on time, I guess that you'll just have to climb.
Oh, wait, I'm good. Tug's good. We can go. There's other places. There's other baubles we have to get.
That is technically true. Maybe we should just head on down to Jelly Jungle and wait for them to fix this.
All right. Off to Jelly Jungle.
Yep.
Sure.
We start marching.
Wait, seriously?
Hope the maintenance crew gets there while
It's
we're gone.
Okay, pardon the noise of me flipping pages. Okay. All right, you leave Chaco Mountain.
Let the record
Just like
show if
that.
there's any mechanical issues with this one. We're coming back to Chocolate Mountain.
All right, okay, this will be fun. All right, you make your way back to the center of the park and then to the southwest. Welcome back, everybody. You mean the tavern. You make your way to the southwest corner of Cotton Candy Village, following bamboo arrows that sit on posts dug into the earth. Finally, the path ends at a wooden archway with the words Jelly Jungle painted in purple bubble letters across the top. At this point, the sky is starting to darken. It's getting like to be late afternoon. The stars and the moon is starting to come out in the sky. In front of you lies a vast jungle with tall, twisted trees, with leaves of green and bright blue. Lanterns hang from their branches to light the path that curves up ahead. A ticket booth, another booth, sits at the base of the left side of the archway.
Let's stroll on up.
Hold on a second. We can't do that yet.
Why is that?
Because you're the boy, the Thug Mugbar is. I was just looking at my character sheet from 4.5 months ago, or whenever the last time we recorded was, and I'm at 5 hit points.
I swear, no.
I thought we healed
Durf
up.
healed
yeah,
you
I
all
did
up.
I did
healed
a
it.
healing spirit, and we stood in it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Durf threw down a
I'm at
totem.
full health.
Yep.
Right. You also didn't do anything. You two are on all fours doing nothing.
To be fair, I had an assist.
After the fight, I cast a healing spirit, which we all stood in until we were at full health again. Pretty sure.
Let the record
You mean
show
the tavern, everyone.
Carl
Welcome
also
back.
had an assist, sir.
All right.
Yeah, you're at full health. Everyone's at full health.
Am I at full health, full key points, everything?
Yeah. No. Key points, no, because you didn't have a short rest. You didn't have like a long rest or anything.
Maybe we should take a rest right here.
Yeah, let's take a nap.
Well, wait.
It's nighttime
Yeah,
anyway.
go ahead and-
No, I'm joking.
we can say through that whole thing you guys have a short rest. Do you recover key points on a short rest, Kirk? Do you know?
Of course I don't know that.
You're useless.
I'm not disagreeing with that either.
Oh my god.
Key points, short
You're
rest.
the worst
Google.
fucking podcast.
Okay, you spend a key point. It is unavailable until you finish a short or long rest. You have all key points left.
Boom, baby. The thugs.
Remember that.
Okay.
All right. What's the plan?
We'll see if this ride works. If not, we're back to Chaco Mountain.
All right. Another metal cutout of Rusty the Rabbit.
Hold on.
flicks
Question.
upwards.
every time we walk by a booth, does it trigger this interaction?
Maybe. You don't know.
I picture Rusty
Why?
the Rabbit this time holding a tiki torch with a white polo shirt and brown khaki pants.
Close. This time.
That's just me. I don't know.
This time he sports a wide-brimmed safari hat and a bushy mustache.
So he's the hunter from Jumanji.
I was thinking more like what's that old Disney show or Nickelodeon show? The Wild Thornberries.
Thornberries.
I'm Nigel Thornberry.
Nigel Thornberry. Okay, he sports a wide-brimmed safari hat and a bushy mustache. On his torso is a multi-pocketed beige flak jacket, white fur underneath. And you hear the crackling of a speaker and a little sound, and he says,
Apricot, grape, strawberry, cherry. Jelly is yummy, not evil or scary. But not in my jungle. Soon you will learn that dangers they lurk around every turn. If you want my prize, then forward to go. Be careful, it's sticky in the trenches below.
So how about Candy Cane Chasm?
did you say chasm?
Yeah, Chasm, either one.
Does anyone say chasm?
I don't know. Let's check
Probably
Merriam-Webster.
people named Chaz. All right, Tug's going into the jizz jungle and getting something popping. Here we go.
All right. The lanterns continue to light the path ahead of you and around the bend, past multiple decrepit jungle-themed rides and attractions in disrepair, until finally the lights end. And at this point, it's night. It's nighttime. They end at a large straw-roofed docking station. Several steps lead up to a wooden platform containing rows of broken, color-faded pontoon boats. A roped-off K, or is it Q? Now I'm fucking words up. Like if it's a line.
It's a
is
Q.
that
A Q.
I don't know why I said K.
With a K?
Oh my. That's way worse than,
Yeah.
That's very bad.
than chasm/chasm.
Whatever.
He was a math teacher, damn it.
I'm Canadian. This isn't even my first language. Continue.
All right.
Key.
A roped off queue curves around in a zigzag pattern, ending at the opposite end of a platform that drops off 30 feet down into a dark trench. Large pillars stretch up from the bottom to hold a metal track that enters the station from the left, before turning parallel to the platform's edge just below your feet. The track then continues along the length of the platform before leaving the station, disappearing around a bend riddled with jungle trees. Across from the wide trench, thick jungle continues on. And also on this platform, in this hut, is a door to the left past a series of like broken down pontoon boats that's marked with employees only.
We're gonna open that door, right?
Yeah, let's open that
Do you
door.
want me to
open the
repeat
door.
this? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're going for the door first.
The employees only door
Going
for
straight for
sure.
the-
Yeah.
We all work here now.
All right, Carl, since you said it, you walk up to the door and you jiggle the handle and you find that it's locked.
Pick it.
Kick that motherfucker open. Would you?
Which one are you doing?
Shotgun as the best burglar. Tug's gonna go in on a sleight of hand on that.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not kicking it over. No.
No.
Durf said it first.
I was going to kick it in, but once I saw
20.
Durf get his
20.
I mean, I guess 20 stands.
What did you roll?
An 11.
Oh, okay. All right. So Durf, you easily you hop right up there and you're able to pick the lock with no problem, and it opens up. On the other side is more jungle. However, in front of you is a dirt path that leads forward. And after following it for a while, you come to a rickety bridge that spans the length of this trench. So essentially what I was explaining before is basically like a lazy river where you have pontoon boats on a track, except the trench is completely empty and dried out. But you cross this bridge that goes over through the jungle, over this trench, and you come out of the trees to a clearing, and you find a large rectangular area surrounded by a tall chain link fence. The inside of the complex contains several straw-roofed buildings, benches, tables, and outhouses, clearly meant for the workers of the park, by the large sign that says employees only chained to the gate before you. Most of the buildings are half destroyed or have fallen over completely, but there is one in the east corner of this area that still has its doors and roof fully intact.
Is there a lock to the fence, or is it just like a complete compound? Like, is it something
There's
else?
no lock. The gate doors are actually kind of like tilted to the side, like it's been busted open.
All right, well, Tug goes in, and I'm heading towards the one shelter that looks still remotely intact.
Can Durf do a
Okay.
nature check? Is this like real jungle or is it fake?
You could do a nature check.
Let's do a nature check. 21.
21. Oh yeah, you could definitely tell this is an artificial jungle. The trees are not real wood. They clang when you bang on them. The leaves seem to be dripping with this kind of like jelly sap substance that's sweet to the taste. But everything else is it's completely artificial, not real trees. You don't sense any signs of like real natural life.
Cool.
Carl, what are you doing?
I'm going to make for the shack, the one that's still standing with a roof.
Okay.
I'll
All right,
stick
so
with
you're
the
with Tug.
squad.
Yeah.
All right, everybody's going to this building. You open the door and it creaks open, and it is a dim room, unlit. So at this point, it's pitch black outside. There's a couple torches around that send off a little bit of light. But as you open this door, it's completely dim and pitch black, and it's got scattered tables and chairs, trash littering the floor. On the opposite wall is a row of lockers. Some of them are open, some of them are closed. Some of the doors hang loosely on broken hinges, but there's one thing that is common to all of them. They all have name badges on the doors.
What do they say?
Well, you read them, and from left to right, you read Bonnie, Lawrence, Michael, Deb, Christina, Hannah, Rachel, Kevin, Andrew, Colin, Daniel, Matthew, Chris, and Rusty.
I'm opening Rusty's locker. Or is it already open?
Rusty's locker is shut.
I'm gonna
And as you go to open it, it's locked.
pick the lock. Attempt to pick the lock.
All right. Go for it, Carl.
15.
You jiggle that lock, and it takes you a long while, but you do end up forcing it open. And the locker opens up, and inside is completely empty, except for an ID badge that hangs on a hook and a dusty leather-bound journal.
I'm gonna open the journal and start reading.
All right, you crack open the journal, and you find that most of the pages are ripped and torn, or some of the ink is faded or smeared. The pages, most of them are waterlogged, but you do make out a few entries, including the very first one, and it says, it reads this. This place is fucking awesome. I can't believe I landed this job. Jason's one of the nicest guys, too. He runs the place, lets us take breaks, pays us well. He even brought donuts for the whole crew last week. Can't wait for tomorrow. I've been working really hard on my juggling. The kids are gonna love it. And as you flip through the journal, another entry just a few pages later is also legible. I got my first tip today. Some lady and her kids. They thought my basket was a tip jar. Pretty soon, people were all around me watching me jungle, just throwing money at me. Not sure how Jason's gonna feel about it, though. What he doesn't know won't hurt him, right?
Good thing you wrote it down, Rusty.
Says the lawyer. There's a stack of ripped pages after that before you come to the next entry. It looks like about a year later, just by the sheer number of pages you pass. The jig is up. Jason found out about my little tip scandal. Docked my pay and took all the coins I've been saving. I guess I deserve that. I did manage to keep my lucky coin, though. You know, the two-headed one I was talking about. The one I found in the bottom of my basket a year ago? Probably not worth anything, but at least it looks cool, right? Pages and pages of smeared ink pass before the next legible entry. I can't stop thinking about that money. It was mine, right? I learned to juggle. I entertain families. I make them laugh. Why shouldn't it be mine? I earned it. I want it back. And you flip through the remainder of the journal, you only make out a few more words and short phrases scrawled messily on the pages. Progressively, the letters become more jagged and hard to read, the ink darker and pressed more firmly into the paper. It was mine. Cotton candy. My coins. Village will be mine. Jason must die. And that's the end of the journal.
Nice.
And there's a Jason locker, right?
There is not a Jason locker.
In my defense, you read off like 40 names. So
Yeah, there's not a Jason locker, but you know from the first entry, you can tell. Let's see, from the first entry, he said, "I'll just repeat this." He said, "Jason's one of the nicest guys too. He runs the place."
He took his tips, though. I hope he got him.
yeah, criminal. Tug is gonna go over to the Hannah locker and say something like, I bet she was a dime piece. Let me crack this open.
This one is already open. It's got like the locker's front is just already on hinges. You do see inside it. This is already an open locker, but you see inside it a bucket that is completely dried up, and a mop, and a large brown kind of like overcoat.
Tug puts on the overcoat.
Okay, you have an overcoat.
Dope.
It's a good looking overcoat.
Wasn't there a Chris?
Yes.
I cracked that sucker open.
Yeah, that one's completely empty. Some cobwebs.
Nice. Just like me.
I'm just gonna rifle through all of them.
Okay.
gonna
So
start-
as you
yeah.
you scroll through, you don't find really anything of note. You find a bunch of different outfits that look like workers at a park. I mean, you find janitor outfits. You find a couple more entertainer outfits. You find like an elephant costume. You find what else? You find a construction worker costume, almost like or not a costume, but an outfit, almost like someone that would work on the rides to fix up the rides. Things like that.
Durf looks at the name badge that Carl failed to look at.
All right. On his ID badge is a faded photograph of a man with greasy long black hair pulled back in a tight ponytail. Durf. He is cheesing hard in this photo with big bug eyes and a wide toothy grin, almost like a cartoon character. Under his name are the words Rusty Entertainer.
Does he look like if Rusty the animatronic rabbit was a man? Does he look like Rusty the human on his ID card?
Between the large eyes and the wide grin, yeah, you could definitely tell some kind of resemblance.
Hold on, that any cartoon version of anything would have?
No. He's saying, like, is the picture that's on the ID badge of the real guy similar to the Rusty that you guys have seen? Like, if you pictured his face on
If he was a furry.
animal's face.
If he had a fursona.
Oh god,
Get the fuck outta here.
I like it.
Whatever.
I'll allow it.
Did you just assume? I don't even know what the word is there. Did you just assume genus?
So I guess I relay to the squad. I don't know. I think the robot rabbit is Rusty, who killed Jason's fursona.
Speaking of Rusty, wow, we are awful. This has been a rough re-engaging into this story. That's
I think it's
for
good.
sure.
I don't know if you guys are actually drinking. I am not, but this is by far our drunkest episode in a long time.
Our second drunkest being the only one that you were blackout in. Episode 4, Eugene, live for me.
Funniest moment of the podcast. We haven't seen Eugene in a while.
That's true. Well, I don't know.
So, do you guys
can I-
understand what's going on from the journal entry and from? Do you want to discuss that as
Yeah,
characters?
so like Rusty. Okay, so so this Rusty furry fursona, as a person, murdered the owner, and then imbued himself an animatronic animal of some sort, and now he's in charge and putting us through the paces and murdered everybody. at least murdered, what's his name, Jason.
So
No? Am I way off?
is he somewhere alive, like talking through an intercom?
I mean, he could be still in the. He could be in the mansion.
he could be in the mansion
That would be my guess. Is he's in the mansion?
with an intercom,
Yeah.
speaking through his multiple personas.
Well, I mean, it's all the same persona. It's just different.
I'm just going to
Fur
say,
bodies.
like, as a human being, I'm very upset that I know that's a word now. Like, that is something that I know, and it's a part of me now, and I'm kind of bummed about it.
I don't know. I can't tell from Joe's
Are we
reaction
gonna get
whether
on
we're
this
right.
fucking log flume or what? Are we going to get on this log flume or what?
I thought we were walking around the back, kind of.
Yeah. Before we leave the building, I grabbed the mop that was in Hannah's locker and throw it to Durf, and just look at him and say, "Just in case."
Strong.
Okay.
Do you take it?
I-
Do you now wield a mop?
I take it with me.
Leaf tip and
Okay.
a mop?
Yes.
So as the camera is inside the locker room looking at the door as we're leaving, Tug is the last one out and steps out and then cracks the door back open, pokes his head in, looks at the camera, and just shakes his head and sighs and then closes it to end that scene.
Okay, good. All right, you head out from the employees only area and you head back to this main docking station where you see the track. And again, this is a track that's about 20 feet tall, kind of in a Y shape. So if you think of the bottom of the Y as the pillar that comes up from the dry trench, and then it comes out where there's a flat part where you could kind of walk on, or you can jump down into the trench. It's totally up to you.
Well, Rusty said that the trench was going to be full of jelly that's like bad or something. So I do not jump down in the trench.
Okay.
Durf hops over onto the track.
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. You don't even have to roll for that. It's only about 3 feet from the actual edge of the platform where these pontoon boats are.
So I guess there's two directions, or is there one direction that's like obviously the direction of the ride?
You can tell if you look further down on the track, you see one pontoon boat that's still kind of like on its hinges, or it's attached to the bottom of the track, and it looks like it's facing to the right, as in that's the direction that the ride went.
A stroll in that direction.
Okay, what about you guys?
Same. Tug follows Durf.
Carl will also follow along.
All right. So you guys head down this track for quite a while. The jungle opens up to a wider grotto eventually as the tracks bend to the right along the outside edge. And there are torches all along this pathway. You're basically walking in the center of you think was once a river. As you look down, you can barely see the bottom of this trench, and you see just globs of purple jelly spotted around the walls and around the floor. And then this track bends to the right, and eventually it opens up to a wider grotto where you see your track bending a little bit to the left around a island that is formed in the middle of this wider space. And on top of the island is a pillar. And the pillar is about 20 feet tall, just of straight brick, about 20 feet tall, about 10 feet wide. And on the island in front of you is what looks like a broken wing of a dragon statue that you see at the top of the pillar.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah, is the pillar so tall that we can't scale it or anything?
You could definitely scale it. You'd have to jump over to the island, but you could definitely scale it if you wanted to.
Tug jumps over to the island.
Okay. You want to try to scale this pillar?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a athletics check.
All right, I'm going to use a key point as a monkey to automatically pass.
Okay. Sweet. So mark that on your character sheet. And you climb up to this pillar, and you see at the top of the pillar is a broken dragon statue. Clearly, one of the wings is broken off. That's what you saw at the base. And as you finally get to the top, about 20 feet tall, you see over this jungle. You see over this jungle, and you see this river go to the right and down a path and curve around. You basically see the entire loop that it makes around this entire kingdom, this Jelly Jungle Kingdom. And on the far opposite end is a giant shack, a big old cabin is what it looks like. The roof has been caved in slightly at the front, but you can tell that the track that you are currently on, that your friends are currently on, is going to go around a loop and eventually hit that, and then come back around towards the main platform.
I will convey that information to to Durf and Carl, and point out that that's probably our destination within this ride.
All right, so you're climbing down.
Yep, I'm going to climb back down, and then obviously tell them that the decrepit shack on the path, and that staying to the track would be the easiest way to get there. And I think we should go to the shack, to the decrepit shack cabin thing.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Sweet. So you guys want to continue on the track?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay, nice. All right, so you climb down off this island, you hop back onto the track. It's not very far once again, and you keep walking. You keep walking down this track above this trench that's 30 feet below you. And eventually, after another 30 minutes or so, the path narrows and then opens up again to another large, wide area, just like the one you were in. Up ahead, as you're walking, you see that the tracks suddenly stop. They just end. And a 20-foot gap stands between you and where it continues. And as you look down, you see that the pillar holding up one of the sections has crumbled down to the ground, and you see pieces of twisted metal that lay in a heap on the trench floor in front of you.
How far down is it to the trench floor?
About 30 feet.
And does it look like we'd be able to scale the other side if we climb down?
Give me an investigation check. That's about 20 feet away from you, and it's dark. So,
I can see in the dark.
It's a 3.
okay, Carl, you have no idea. In front, you can. It's very difficult for you to even see the track in front of you guys.
I have dark vision. I can see it fine, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check, though. It's just your DC will be less.
Natural 1.
Okay, nope, you don't see it either, Elf.
I can use my spectacles of the shrouded moonshark to leap the chasm,
You can.
which is now the canon pronunciation in this show.
Nice. Okay. Do you want to do that?
I don't want to leave everybody behind.
Can Tug use his eyes, maybe?
Yeah, go ahead. Use an investigation check on the pillar.
16.
Okay, yeah, you can see that the pillar across is made of like metal and stone intermixed, so there are definitely handholds and footholds. It'll take some effort, but it's definitely scalable if you've got enough athletics.
Wait, so what's on either side of us? Couldn't we just hop off the track, walk 20 feet, and hop back on?
No, you are basically, the track is in the center of, if you were to think of a dried up river, right? So on either side of you, like 30 feet on either side, is the jungle on kind of like the top of a cliff that continues on, this thick jelly jungle that continues on in either direction. But you went on the track, so you are currently in the middle of all that. So there's no leaping from either side.
Unless I use my spectacles of the shrouded moonshark.
If Durf can jump across, I can use cable call to get Carl and I across.
Yeah, you probably could, for sure.
Then let's do that.
But that
so
would
we
be
can...
your only use of cable call. Just remember, you only get one. But you can do it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not just arbitrarily die in a 30-foot deep pit in a cotton candy village, so I think that's a fine use of it.
All right, sounds good. So, Durf, you're going to jump across?
Yep, I will crank my spectacles of the shrouded moonshark to the moonshoes setting, which allows me to jump my speed, which is 30, and I'm just going to hop across with the cable call.
Okay, at the same time as the cable call.
No, so I just point the cable call and then it'll pull us over, so we're good.
All right,
So
sweet.
I just need Carl to give me a big old hug. Hold on tight.
All right, sweet. So, Durf, I don't think we talked about this because I made this item up, and this might change your decision, but I thought about your spectacles, and I think just like the cable call, they can only be used once per long rest.
That's
Because
fine.
if you could just jump constantly, it would be pretty broken.
Extremely
So,
broken. That's fine. I'll use them.
Okay. All right. So you all three managed to get across. Excellent. As you cross, too, you look down into this trench and you see that there are vents on either side. vents on either side of this cliff face, and the vents suddenly open up as you pass, and purple jelly just spills out of it into the trench floor, just covering the trench floor, flooding that part of the river. And it's weird because you see it flood out and it's thick, but it's almost like it has a mind of its own. Like tendrils of it are crawling forward to fill in the spaces around the cracks in this area.
But it ain't shit because we jumped over it, right?
Exactly.
Where you at,
It looks
Rusty?
delicious.
Where you at? Anyway, we keep walking.
Okay.
Yeah. Into the cabin.
All right.
Unimpressed by the
Durf
by the
says,
jelly.
curious, and keeps walking.
Okay. All right. All right.
To be fair, it's hard to get shocked by like an automatically filling pool of jelly when we've seen a dragon with a head like a quarter of a mile wide.
That's fair. All right. You travel on this path for a couple hours. You don't see really anything of note until all of a sudden the quiet of the jungle is cut like a knife by the sound of a scream up ahead.
Carl rushes towards where he thinks the scream came from.
Okay.
Follow.
Yep. All right. You guys come to another broken section of the track up ahead. And they continue 20 feet in front of you before disappearing into this large hut, this large shack that Tug had seen from before. It's nestled under a group of jungle trees, and below you, where this track kind of ends, the trench, it slopes upward into this shack, into this broken entrance. It looks like a steep climb, but navigable except for the streams of purple jelly that are on this upward slope, flowing against gravity towards the dark interior. So kind of climbing up this slope underneath you.
So I'm kind of confused. The track ends or is broken.
Your track ended. About 20 feet in front of you, you see it continue on, but then it disappears inside this shack. And underneath that section is a sloped area, like a very steep slope upwards into the shack. And on that slope, you see streams of purple jelly kind of climbing upwards against gravity into this dark interior.
So basically, we would need to jump again, and we can't because I used my use.
Right. But you could potentially climb down without taking damage if you roll well enough.
But we'd have to fuck with the jelly. But I have a mop.
You do have, you do
Actually,
have a
that's
mop.
genius. Fuck yes.
As you're standing on the edge, another similar scream you hear is muffled from inside.
I wonder if there's any animals I could turn into that can jump really far. Anybody else got an idea?
Yeah,
I
don't know.
guess
I'm all
we're
in on the
a
mop.
hurry.
I mean, I'm not. I don't know this person. Fuck that person.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody we know
How
is
far,
dead, so
how
who gives
far
a shit?
across is the chasm? Or
The chasm, about
yeah.
20 feet. 20 feet.
all right, guys, hop on my back. It worked once. Let's see if it'll work again.
Whatever. The Tug's in. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Tug's in.
Durf does also not have any idea what he's talking about, but he's so confident when he said it.
That's right.
The fact that he said we've done it before, we'll do it again, leads me to believe that Tug knows exactly what's about to go down.
Yeah. Once Durf and Tug are secure, I'm gonna use Misty Step.
Okay. To go to the towards the track?
Yep.
And that lets you travel how far?
30 feet.
Oh, shit. Okay. So tell me what this looks like. Wait. Can you carry more than one creature?
We allowed it at the island of our fake Woodhaven
Canon.
when I was saving a person.
It's canon.
But I think it's just one person, right?
It doesn't say any amount of people.
To be fair, I'm probably the weight of his shield.
Canon.
Like I carried a full-bodied person last time. This time it's a full-bodied person and 1/4 of a person.
Okay. I'll allow it since I allowed it before. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm also, I think, slightly smaller than a human. I'm part elf. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess elves are normal sized in this game.
Elves are usually pretty tall.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So so tell me what this looks like, Carl.
Durf is like sitting on my shoulders like we're in the pool and you're chicken fighting. And then Durf is just like
Doug.
kind of hanging between on. His arms are wrapped around my thighs. His head is like popping up between my legs, right where my junk is.
Nice.
And then we're just, we vanish and then we appear on the other side.
Nice. So in a poof of smoke, you disappear and then reappear 20 feet ahead on the next track. Okay, nice job. Expend that spell
Well,
slot.
I waved
that's
waved
right.
the mop at the Jello mockingly.
I was about to say, at least do it angrily, but mockingly works.
You see a jelly hand reach up from this this thing that's crawling against gravity, and it just flicks you off.
Okay, guys, that jelly stuff is fucked up. Anybody else see that?
Oh yeah, real fucked up. So let's go find that
go,
scream. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You head inside, finally reaching the inside of the hut. The inside tracks make a wide loop around the outside walls and back out of the hut on the other side. In the center of it all, inside this giant shack, is a large rocky jungle scene full of taxidermied animals. There are bodies of hippos, tigers, birds of many colors, monkeys, reptiles, and a huge constrictor snake. It's kind of like the inside of, what is that, Bass Pro Shop? You know, like
Yeah.
in the middle of it is that big scene? Yeah.
Durf is feeling it.
Okay. But all of them, and this is the creepy part, have the same twisted head of a rabbit. They've all been decapitated, but on top of each of them is the same twisted head of a rabbit.
Like
And then
an actual rabbit or Rusty Fursona rabbit?
Rusty Persona rabbit.
Fursona.
Persona. Very good. And then in the middle of this jungle scene is the main action that draws your attention immediately. It's the source of the screaming. A teenage girl in a dirty yellow dress is pinned against the body of the hippo, backing slowly away from a monstrosity that lies before you. 8 feet tall and just as wide as what can only be described as an animated blob of jelly. Its bulbous body drips with the purple stuff as it leaves globs of sticky goo in its wake. The torchlight amongst the jungle scene flickers in the dark, and you catch a glimpse of something shiny inside of its translucent body. All at once, the blob lurches forward and extends a dripping maw towards the girl. She lets out a final scream before she is devoured, her struggling body sucked inside the monster's belly. You watch as her blurred silhouette squirms inside and gasps for air.
This sounds like the Dungeon and Dragon classic monster gelatinous cube.
Tug doesn't know what that is.
Tug doesn't, but Kirk does.
This is a picture I drew of it.
And wait, so the
Please
so the
tell
little
me.
girl is in it, but like maybe alive.
No,
Floating
she's hella
inside of
dead.
it.
Fuck that
Clearly,
bitch.
clearly squirming around.
Okay,
Now she dead.
I mop that fucker up.
You guys,
Honestly, like
wanna
the
fight it?
strongest thing we have in our arsenal is that mop right now.
Glad somebody thought to bring it along.
I mop it.
let's roll initiative. Get people to check out our show and John Dow.
Are we fighting it?
It sounds
I
like
don't know. You started
and
poking it with a
it
fucking
flicked
mop.
me off, and it just ate a little girl. I guess we should probably.
you don't
fight
just
it.
insta mop up the boss of this kingdom.
Depends on how I roll. 20.
12 for Tug.
All right, 20 for Durf.
7 for Carl.
Wait, is it plus
7,
dex or
Carl.
plus dex and proficiency?
It's just plus dex.
That's what I thought.
All right, Durf, you are up first. You guys are each, the track that you're on is about 30 feet away from this jungle scene. So do what you want to do. You guys are each about 30 feet away.
I thought we were
And
in
this
thing.
You're inside the shack, right? But you're still on the track that goes around of it.
I see.
Around it.
I see.
So, but you are about 30 feet away from the scene, and this thing, this jelly blob, is faced away from you.
I'm gonna throw fire at. No, I'm not gonna throw fire at it.
You said you were gonna mop it.
Yeah, I'll run forward and mop it.
You gonna hit it with a mop? Okay.
I'm gonna.
This is.
I'm gonna absorb it into my mop.
Okay, let me look up. Okay, hang on a second. What is this? Is a what's it called? Weapon?
Improvised.
Improvised weapon. I don't have stats for a mop. Okay, an improvised weapon includes any object you can wield in one or two hands, including a piece of glass, chair of a table leg, frying pan, wagon wheel. So this counts as that. This does 1d4 damage.
But like plus 50 to the goo because it's a mop.
I will allow you to do 2d4 damage because it's a mop. But you got to hit first, and it's not with proficiency because you're not proficient in mops.
All right. Would that be my strength modifier?
Yeah, it's a melee attack.
11.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh god.
All right. Fucking 6 damage.
Damn. Okay, so 6 damage to this thing. What's the attack look like?
I mop it. I swipe the mop across the blob and absorb whatever percent of him is 6 damage into the mop.
All right. What kind of damage would this be?
Please just look up Toxic Avenger clips and figure out what a mop attack actually looks like.
Like a bow
All right, so-
staff. I hit it with a bow staff, but I suck up part of his body.
It's like a bludgeoning / soaking damage. All right, yeah. And now you have a mop, but it's soaked in this purple goo. And this thing turns around at you and it's like... And Tug, you're up.
So taking a potion's a free action, right?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna take my.
You are at full health still.
Right. I'm gonna take my Thunderclaw Stout.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it doubles the damage modifier on my attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna come up and I'm not gonna expend a key point. I believe I will just unleash 2 attacks on it.
All right.
I don't think me punching into jelly is going to work out too well, but we finna find out, I guess.
But your fists are made of thunder, lightning? Is that what it is?
Without I only took down like the notes of the buff. I don't know the details of the potion.
All right.
19 and 13.
Oh, those both hit.
So it's 2d6 plus 16.
Mm-hmm. Let me look up the details of this potion so you can describe your attack. You go ahead and tell me how much damage.
8 plus 16, 24.
24 damage? Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so Thunderclaw Stout, this strong barley brew imbues the imbiber with a set of electric claws that turns unarmed combat into slashing damage. Ah, okay, so this is slashing damage and doubles your ability modifier. So it's slashing damage, but you have electric claws that all of a sudden form on your fist as you slash through this thing. And as you attack it with these claws, you slice straight through it, right in between the girl that's floating in there and this glistening object, and the jelly monster splits in 2.
You're welcome.
And 2 gaping maws form into 2 different enemies.
But now they're like half the size, right?
They are a little bit smaller, yes. So there's one on the left of you, Tug, and there's one on the right of you. And Carl, you're up. And one has the girl inside of it, you can see. The other one is the glittering object.
So I'm going to dash up to the one with the girl and try and reach into the blob and see if I can like grab a hold of her to pull her out.
Okay. This is your action.
Yep.
All right. Give me a Give me a. Let's see, what would that be? You're reaching in, trying to like shove in and pull her out. You just give me a straight strength roll with proficiency.
23.
23. All right, you do it. But as you do, as you reach into this thing, you're going to take 11 acid damage as the purple goo burns your flesh. But you manage to rip this girl out from inside of it, and she falls to the ground. She's completely unconscious, just covered in this purple goop all over her dress and her face. And it is that creature's
her whole
turn.
body was in there, right? So
Right.
her whole body's covered?
Her whole body's covered. Yeah, her dress. I mean, everything is covered. She is just covered in this purple goop. And up next is that creature, and that creature's going to leap out at you, Carl, after you basically pulled in its food, and it's just going to strike at you with this bulbous jelly hand that comes out. And it rolls a 20, so you're going to take an additional 17 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, this acidic hand smashes against your chest, and you get purple goop all over it, starts to burn through your armor and your flesh, and you get thrown backwards. The other one, the other half of it, Tug, is going to reach out at you with the same kind of attack. And it rolls a 16.
Just shy.
All right, so you duck under this giant jelly fist that comes and tries to pummel you, kind of like a sideways right hook. Durf, you're up.
I'll use a bonus action to throw down my unicorn totem, and then I will, on Carl, basically right where he's standing, cast my healing spirit.
Okay.
So he will heal for 2d6. So that will be 13 plus the 7 he gets from my unicorn totem is 20.
20 damage, nice. Okay.
And that's a concentration spell, so the spirit will stay there for a minute as long as I maintain my concentration. And anybody who enters it, if I want them to, can heal for 2d6.
What about, so does the girl heal?
Yeah, the girl will heal too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she's hurt, she will heal.
She doesn't really have a initiative turn. She's unconscious, but yeah, we could do that. Yep.
So I'll roll for her too.
And you're at full health?
That's 8 plus 7, so she heals for 15.
Okay, so you see this purple goop kind of like melt away from her, and you hear a cough as she coughs up more of it. So she is back to semi-consciousness. She's still on the ground, still dizzy and not talking or anything, but she looks better.
Nice.
All right, Tug, you're up.
So what I will do, because I have the shiny trinket half in front of me.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to use. I'm gonna use a key point to slosh.
Okay.
And then I am going to, because I'm not too sure how this attack actually works in the sense of, like time. Crazy Hermit opens cask. That counts as, I guess, an attack action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so since I have, is my bonus action then sloshing?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
go into this form that lets you go into this drunken form that lets you use these extra moves.
And this hasn't come up before, but if I'm already sloshing and I have my drunken techniques available to me, can I like spend an extra key point to like flurry of blows to get an extra punch in before I do the open cast part?
So tell me what open cast does again.
It's the one where I kind of donkey kick out.
Yeah, you can use, anytime you do an unarmed strike, you can use a key point to do an extra unarmed strike with flurry of blows. So yeah.
I can't this time because I used my bonus action to slosh, but It's good to know.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 key points and then put the gelatinous cube on a dex save.
Okay.
And hold on, I think I have to announce how many extra points I want to spend before I do this attack.
Right.
So I will spend 2 extra.
So you're spending 4 total?
Yeah.
In addition to the 1 you spent before. Okay, so you got 5 missing.
Correct.
Right.
That was my 5th one.
So I gotta make a dex save here?
Yep.
All right. That is a 7. 7.
Yeah, not close.
Okay.
So, Brian, can you roll 7d8s for me? Do we have an electronic thing?
Yes, we do.
Nice. Does he fall prone too, or is that a different move?
I fall prone. And,
Oh, you fall prone. Okay.
No modifier.
Yeah, I fall prone. No
Okay.
modifier. 33 damage.
33 damage. Okay, nice. Tell me how it looks. He's not dead yet.
Literally just jumps up and kind of kicks his feet in and like awkwardly gets stuck up to his waist
Mm-hmm.
in just goose goo and then
Yeah.
just kind of wriggles his way out. And then Tug lands on the floor.
Right. You kick purple goo to the left and the right all over. It goes all around these animatronic animals all across the walls. And this thing looks very damaged. It's almost like it shrunk in size from all this purple goop just flying across the room. Carl, you're up.
So the scene, kind of looking over my shoulder and seeing that Tug has kind of damaged his pretty significantly.
By the way, you heal again.
You do heal at the beginning of your turn again. Yep.
Another 13.
Yeah.
20. All of it.
So Tug's laying on the ground. This one's kind of badly damaged. I'm going to reach down and grab him by the wrists.
Tug.
Yeah, grab Tug by the wrists.
Okay.
And kind of pick him up and twirl, and then try and slam him down on the one he just attacked, using him literally as a weapon.
As an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
All right. 1d4 damage. Well, you got to roll an attack first. God, I hope you crit miss on this.
12?
That will hit.
Yeah!
So roll 1d4.
Plus strength, right?
Yep, sure.
9?
Okay, nice. You don't kill it. But
What?
you have successfully hit it with Tug. So what's this look like? I guess you twirl it. You smash him down. Any extra fluff you want to add to this?
Oh, yeah. He, the little item is, right between his legs, and he, tries to grab it with his legs, and as I'm, pulling him out of it, does he succeed in that, maybe?
I'll say he gets his legs around it, but you're going to take some damage because now you basically just got hammer thrown into this thing. So you're going to take. This is Carl's fault. He grabbed you. You're going to take. Oh, you only take 6 damage. You take 6 acid damage, and you wrap your legs around it, but you haven't pulled it out yet.
All right, Dan.
And this thing is now pretty small. It's only maybe a little bit bigger than Tug, maybe down to 5 feet tall. Up first is the one that attacked you originally, Carl, and seeing this happen, it's going to lunge at you with its open mouth and try to just swallow you inside it. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
16.
16, okay, that passes. So you barely get swallowed, but you're able to pull yourself out. You're still going to take 6 damage from this thing as it reaches out with its mouth and grabs onto you, so you still take the acid damage, but you manage to wriggle free.
Okay.
Up next is the small thing with Tug, and Tug is basically inside of it as you smash him on top of it, and it's going to try to engulf you as well, Tug, so make me a dex saving throw.
On dex saves, it's always half. On dex successes, no damage.
Also, you get +2 to saving throws for my aura protection.
Oh, this should be no problem.
25.
Yeah, you roll to the side with this golden coin, with this golden plate, and you manage to get it out of this body, and you can tell very well now that this is the prize that you were meant to come to this kingdom for. It is a bright golden plate with a jar of jelly inscribed in the inside. Durf, you're up.
Okay. Were I to use a spell that affected a 20-foot cube, is it geometrically possible for me to hit the 2 goops and not hit anyone else?
No.
Bummer.
Because Carl and Tug are basically in between the 2.
That's dumb. It's dumb of you guys.
I mean, we're in
you
pretty
can
good
just
shape.
kind of let it loose. Why not?
We'll heal.
My plan is to do 4d12. So.
Oh, maybe not, because I'll definitely die.
Let's see. Can I? I'll make a cube, which, however, somehow, let's see. How far are the two blobs from each other?
Only about 5 feet.
Oh, really? And they're right between them. So they're like in a
Exactly.
very small. It's all in a very
Yeah.
small line.
And you're right there too because you attacked one with a mop.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make a 20-foot cube, which basically catches the big one in the corner, so it
Okay.
doesn't hit anybody else.
And then going outwards.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use a 4th level spell slot, Erupting Earth.
Okay.
Which causes a fountain of churned earth and stone to erupt in a 20-foot cube. The monster must make a dex saving throw.
Okay. All right. Dex save coming in hot. That is a 3.
That will not do it.
Okay.
And I used a 4th level spell slot, so he takes 4d12. Let me find some fucking d12s. That's
Did you have these spells the whole time?
no.
Because I feel like you've done no damage ever.
Well,
How many D12 do you need?
4. I got him.
Is this a concentration spell at all?
Nope. Monster 6 on the first 2 dice roll. And then 12 on the second 2. So 6 plus 12 plus wisdom, 22.
22 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. You damaged
And-
this a whole lot. Yeah, go ahead.
It also becomes difficult terrain.
Okay, so it's just harder to move around it. Yeah. All right. So underneath this jungle scene, the earth starts to churn, and some of the robots fall forward and crash against the ground as the earth just goes, and all around this jelly monster, shards of rock are just coming out from underneath it, spraying purple goop to the left and to the right, and it looks about half the size as it did before. Tug, you're up.
Does Tug heal?
Is he,
we're in the
is he
box?
standing in the spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes.
All right.
He's only at 27, so he's going to gain 7 no matter 6 no matter what.
Yeah, he gains 13 plus 7. 20.
Okay.
So I'm next to the. So there's the little one, but there's also the big one, correct?
Yep.
That
You
one
got the little
didn't-
one basically right on you. You just pulled this golden plate out from it.
With my feet, so I still
Yep.
got my hands.
Yep.
I will use my 3 attacks here, and just go in on the little one, try and kill it.
Okay.
21.
Yep.
Higher than 21. 23.
Yep.
Natural 1.
Roll again.
17.
Yeah, you're good. All 3.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 3d6, and because of my potion, that'll be plus, what's 8 times 3? 24? Wow. 30.
30. Nice. You're using slashing damage, so you would normally split this thing in 2. However, you did enough damage that you kill it, so go ahead and tell me how it works. How it happens.
Just a vicious combo of punches on the last one. The jelly kind of goes and just like ends up on the animatronics around the edge and just
All right.
awkwardly gloops around, and I pick up the medallion with the jelly inscribed on it and kind of hold it up Legend of Zelda style. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Jesus Christ.
It swirls in between my hands, and we're victorious. Or at least
Okay.
I'm victorious because I do everything apparently.
All right. All right, Carl, you're up. Still got a jelly in front of you.
Perfect. I'm gonna pull out the white thorn and see if I can't finish this up.
Okay. Roll it.
So I've got an 18 and a 20 to hit.
Both will hit.
All right. If I do enough damage to kill it with the first attack, I'll know before the second attack, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So first attack, 7 damage.
Okay. You don't kill it.
All right. Second attack, I will expend a spell slot.
You don't kill it, and actually, Carl, you're using a sword that's slashing damage. This thing splits in 2 again.
Dang it.
And you see 2 very small gelatinous jelly monsters in front of you now. So which one you want to target with your second attack?
The right one.
Okay.
Second attack, I'm not gonna use the spell slot then. 11 damage.
Okay, so you kill that one. You manage to splat that one with the remainder of your swinging sword. There's such little jelly that that thing dissolves into nothing. Up next is the smaller half that split to the left, and it's going to reach out at you with another one of these fists. Carl rolls a 14.
Does not hit.
All right, so that misses. Durf, you're up.
All right. Kind of assumed Carl was going to kill it, so I didn't really think through my action.
Light it up.
Mop that shit up.
Mop it up.
I use Shillelagh on my mop,
Okay.
which I now use my spellcasting ability instead of strength on the attack and damage rolls for it. And I twirl it around like a bow staff, do a couple spins, and mop down on the guy.
All right, roll your 2d4 plus your wisdom.
Well, I got to pass, right?
Yeah, you got to attack first.
Oh fuck, 9.
That'll hit.
Oh, yay, 9.
Yeah. This thing has an AC of 6. Spoiler alert.
All right, so 2d4 plus 4. 9.
You did it. That's exactly enough. All right, you swing your mop straight down. And you just hear this as the purple goop flies around, and the whatever was crawling up the slope into the shack just kind of pools and slides back down as this jelly monster dies. And you're out of initiative.
By the way, I never knew that Shillelagh was a bonus action until just now when I wished it was, and I would like to retcon every melee attack I've made in this entire campaign.
Okay, which is like 3.
As a wisdom throw instead of a strength throw.
Yeah, okay.
Luckily, we had that mop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a game changer. All right, what do you want to do?
What? Is the little
So we're
girl
out of
awake?
combat?
You're out of combat, out of initiative.
Pardon me, miss. Who the fuck are you, and why are you here?
Yeah, she this is the teenage girl, and she kind of like staggers to sit up. Again, she's wearing this like yellow dress that's now just covered in purple shit everywhere. She's got this long black hair, and she says,
So she looks like the girl from The Ring.
Yeah, actually, yeah, pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll kick her in her fucking face and leave. I don't need to have my life.
Okay, well,
Don't do that.
don't do
Yeah,
that. Okay.
we're not gonna do that.
She says, she like opens her eyes and wipes this stuff off of her face, and she coughs up a couple more times before she says, where am I?
You're
An amusement
We're in the
park.
jungle, baby.
We are the lamest people on earth.
That is so bad.
we're in the jammy jelly
The
gelatinous
jelly jungle.
jungle, Cotton Candy Village.
She looks around real quick to the left and to the right, and she hops up on her feet, and she says, no, I need to find my father.
Who
Very weird. Can you let's slow down? Let's slow down. We just saved you. We're gonna ask a couple questions. Relax. So you know where you are now. Number 1, how'd you get here?
And she stumbles back a little bit and leans up against that hippo, and she holds her head, and she's like wiping her forehead, and she's like, my head, it's so fuzzy. I don't remember how I got here. I just remember me and my father, we were together, and there was music, and there was dancing, and we were running. We were running from something furry. All right, here we are, episode 28. Who wants to give me the recap about last time?
Tug does.
Doug does. All right, Doug. What happened?
All right, so we went to the Augustus Gloop Memorial, and it was broken down. So we decided to go to the Jelly Jungle, which was a log flume, lazy river type of thing. We found out that Rusty the rabbit, is maybe an old disgruntled employee that killed the owner, perhaps, and kind of took shit over and made it kind of a nefarious place. So we're trying to solve that mystery. Hardy Boys, that mystery, if you will. We made our way to a decrepit shack. Inside was some sort of gelatinous monster that ate a girl that we don't know where she actually came from. We were able to defeat the gelatinous monster, procure the bauble of the Jelly Jungle, and save the girl. And now we are in the midst of interrogating the girl to see what is poppin'.
Perfect. That was perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yep, so you guys are still in this shack. There's purple goop laying all around you from the remains of this jelly monster. And you've got this young girl, teenage girl. She's got like black hair that's still wet with this goop. I believe you called it she kind of looks like the girl from The Ring. She's a little pale, actually. She's got hazel eyes, long, now goopy yellow dress on, and she's still kind of in a daze from everything that just transpired. So I'll leave it up to you. What do you want to do?
Listen, lady, we've got a lot of stuff to do here. You're going to have to give us everything that you remember about the last moments before you ended up in that glob monster.
She says, like I said before, I was with my father, and I just remember, I don't remember much. My whole memory is hazy right now. I remember music and dancing, and then we were running from something or someone, some kind of creature with long ears and a bushy white tail, and I ended up here in the jungle. Me and my father, we got split up somewhere along the way, and I've been looking for him, and I stumbled across this shack here, and that's when I was attacked.
So are you saying your dad is somewhere in here?
He's gotta be. He's gotta be somewhere. I've been looking for him for hours, days, weeks. I don't remember. Why is my memory so fuzzy?
I don't know. What's your name?
My name is Ursula.
Did you ever work here?
Classic name.
Classic name? Do I ever work here? No, I don't think so. I don't even, honestly, I don't even remember how I got here.
Yeah. Has your dad ever worked here?
My father, has he worked here?
What's his name?
My father's name is Jason.
SpaghettiOs.
Shit. Your dad got killed by the rabbit. Oh, shit.
What? What? She starts to tear up. She starts crying. What? No. Have you seen this?
Well, no.
Yeah, no, totally. We're probably
Just
wrong.
joking.
We're probably wrong. Come on, let's go.
Can I come with you? Can you find my father together, please? He can't be gone. He's strong. I know it.
Can you fight?
Can I fight? I can
Give her the mop.
Give her the mop.
Are you guys doing this in character, just in the background, like, give her the mop?
No.
Yes.
No, we're not. No.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
low-hanging fruit. That's lowbrow shit. Tug's above that.
Is he?
Well, fuck you guys. Let's roll. So, yeah, your dad's totally alive, and I give a big wink to Carl. And I think it's time to GTFO. Let's get back.
Absolutely.
Let's go to Gloop. We got to go to the castle.
Let's
and
go
put
to
the bauble
Choco
in the
Mountain.
Let's put the bauble in the castle so we don't lose the bauble.
We're not gonna lose the bauble.
Bullshit. We're going to the
You
castle.
got-
Put in
you-
the bauble.
You've got two giant plate-sized golden, like, coins right now, basically.
Let's go drop them off.
Yeah, let's go insert them in the. Wait, I already thought we dropped off the hockey one.
I don't think so.
Irrelevant.
Okay, so you guys head out. You head out from the shack with Ursula in tow. Now she follows behind you, ready to find her father. Maybe something might jog her memory as you guys pass through more of the park. But you hop back on the track and you make your way back all the way back to the shack and past Jelly Jungle back to the center of the park.
Hold on. I'd like to pull her into the employee locker room and like see if that jogs her memory a little bit, and maybe show her Rusty's diary. Do we still have that? See if anything jogs her memory at all.
I think Carl still has it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and you show her the diary, and she reads through it, and she's like, "Yes, that was my father, Jason. He must have run the park. It's so strange. I can't seem to remember anything like that. But there's his name right there.
Do you remember anybody named Rusty?
Rusty, do you have a picture of him?
He's all over the place. We'll run into him. Trust me.
Show his ass. Show her ass the ID. Show her ass the ID.
Do I have the ID? I show her ass the ID.
Okay. She looks at the
Does
ID.
her ass have eyes?
She looks. She looks.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be here all week.
She looks at the ID with her face eyes, and and she says, "Yes, I know that face. We were running from him for some reason."
Nice.
Not gonna lie to you. This dude probably totally murdered your dad. So I just want you to be like emotionally ready for that.
No.
If it's true, it might not be true. I don't know. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I'm just saying all signs are pointing to hella dead. So if that doesn't necessarily shake out or like break your way, just want you to be prepared for that. But we'll help you out in any way we can.
I appreciate it, I guess. I don't believe you, though. He's strong. I know he would survive. If I could survive, he could survive.
There you
No,
go.
you survived because we showed up. So
Yeah, you were totally about to get...
totally gonna die too. Like you're aware of that, right?
I guess maybe.
It's completely unrelated to you dying. Was us there for a completely different reason. We saved you because we're decent people. Carl is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't going for you at all. So that kind of panned out for you, which is great. And I'm not saying it won't pan out for your dad. I'm saying it probably won't. So I just don't want you to get your hopes super high. Because
she kind of sidesteps away from you and just holds onto Carl's arm.
Nice.
I casually flip her the ID and say, "Let's go." And I do a round them up and I walk out the door.
Oh my god.
All right. You finally reach the Rusty's mansion, and you place the two golden plates that you have, and they fit perfectly in their slots. And as they kind of suction back into the slots, a green ring glows around them, and you've got two left.
Two left? Shit. I thought we had one left.
No, we have to go
Gotta
to the chasm.
the chasm and Chaco Mountain.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I vote for... Do you think Augustus Gloop is repaired?
I think we should check on Chaco Mountain, and then if it's still not fixed, then we go to the chasm.
All right.
Yep.
I'm in with that. Retweet that.
I swear to God, if you guys keep calling it the chasm.
So, yeah.
It's
All right,
canon.
Key.
It's canon.
All right, let's get out of here in a single file. Key.
Thank you. Okay. Anyway, you make your way to Chaco Mountain once again through the park. At this point, it is still dark. It's nighttime. It's basically midnight or later. I don't know if you guys want to. Do you want to rest at all? Or?
Does the bunny pop up again? And say
The
its
bunny
thing
is
again?
still there. So you make your way over the bridge to the ticket booth, and the bunny is still there, just with his wide grin, a little out of order sign sitting at his chest. There doesn't appear to have been any workers around here to fix the problem.
I'd almost rather... I think we should rest, and I think if we're going to rest, we should do it at the gates of the castle, because if those are going to open up behind us, then we just cheat coded our way in, and I doubt that's going to happen. So at least we'll have one side protected from whatever this amusement park is.
In. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys camp out in front of the gates of Rusty's mansion.
Yep, kind of sleep with our backs against against the main gate. So if it
Okay.
randomly pops open, then we get in there. But otherwise, we should be protected.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So yeah, in the night, you guys get a good rest. Night passes. The sun rises. You get okay sleep every once in a while. Actually, every once in a while, a loud like musical uproar comes up about once or twice every hour that jerks you awake out of your sleep. It's more like an obnoxious sound than it is a soothing sound. Obviously, basically meant there to fuck with you. And it's creepy as hell when you wake up from this. But you do end up getting a night's rest, and you wake up in the middle of the morning, ready to go.
What does that affect on our like
Our psyche.
It
Not our
really
psyche,
just creeps you
but-
out. Not like nothing mechanically. It's just odd.
No, I mean like okay, so I was already at full health.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Oh,
I
right.
get spell slots back? or-
Everyone regains everything: health, spell slots, key points, everything. It's a long rest, so
All right, so Carl's gonna wake up, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, humming brown-eyed girl, and he's gonna start making his way to Chaco Mountain.
Yeah, sure. Certainly, it's fixed now. That's a
Yeah,
whole night. That's a
absolutely.
whole evening.
If they don't have it fixed by now, what are they doing?
Exactly
okay.
right.
All right. You make your way to Chaco Mountain. There's a booth. There's a metal cutout of Rusty the Rabbit, out of order sign, and a broken ski lift in front of you.
Does Rusty the Rabbit say his little jingle again?
No.
What
He's
was
just
it?
cheesing, staring straight at you. His eyes just pointing in your direction.
Then I'm heading to Candy Cane Chasm.
Real quick.
Check Andy
Tug,
Kane Chasm.
Real quick, Tug turns to Durf and hey, I know you got that fire in you. Light that cabin up with the bunny in it. Let's send a message of our own that if they're not gonna repair the ride, we ain't fucking with this guy. So light his shit up.
Durf burns down the cabin.
With what? Produce flame?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
All right. You hear the speaker ring out with the same kind of tune. It's almost like the fire kind of like messed up with some of the wires and some of the gears there. So he's like flicking upwards and downwards and upwards and downwards, and he's looking at you with his wide grin, and his voice is getting louder and faster and more high pitched. And then he just continues his laugh at the end, just quickly and quickly, like, as the entire thing is just burning down to the ground.
We did it.
Nice.
Mission accomplished. Let's get out of here.
Let's go to the chasm.
All right, you once again skip on Chaco Mountain and head down to the southeast corner of Cotton Candy Village. You make your way to the southeast corner of the park. Several red and white striped signs point you around corners and down colorful checkered paths until you see the gates of the Candy Cane Kingdom before you. Thick striped peppermint sticks of various heights litter the landscape before you, but the most glaring feature of the place is the gigantic hole in the center of it all. The diameter of the chasm is long enough to fit an entire small village, and peering over the edge, it plummets down below into complete darkness. It's as if a sinkhole devoured whatever sat here on these grounds. As you stand and stare at the edge of the pit, the faintest bit of carnival music echoes off the cavern and hits your eardrums.
I'm gonna walk up to the edge of the chasm, and I'm assuming there's like some objects or something that are like right there by the edge.
There are various different kind of like broken candy cane, look like candy cane trees.
Yeah, I'm
big
gonna pick
cane
up
stalks
like the
with candy-
biggest chunk I can and just kind of throw it into the chasm and see
Okay.
what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you throw it down deep, it disappears after about 200 feet down, and then you don't hear anything else.
You think Eugene could see what's down there?
He might be able to.
Just gonna throw his ass in there.
Do you want to pull him out? We haven't heard from Eugene in a while.
Let me see if rats have dark vision.
Okay.
Better see if they can parachute first.
Right?
He does. Well, he can crawl like on walls. Could he climb? Does the wall look like something he could climb down?
Yeah, actually, you look down, and there seems to be a steep slope that kind of curves around the edge, kind of spirals down, like almost like a walkway that you guys could travel down,
Or Eugene could travel.
or Eugene could travel down. Yes.
I could always
I pull out Eugene.
snowboard with Carl's shield again.
Eugene pulls out of your pocket and stretches his arms, and he's like, "Holy shit, Durf! I feel like I've fallen asleep for like 15 episodes. What's going on?"
Hey, buddy.
Oh man.
How do you feel about doing a little mission for us?
Oh well, what we got? What we got? And he looks around and he stares down to the chasm. And he's like, "Nah, fuck no, fuck no."
All right, I hear you. But what if yes?
But
What if yes?
What if yes?
That's your thing. That's your
it's
deal.
very convincing. You can tell he's a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
very
yeah,
convincing.
Yeah, Durf, don't take occupation in sales. All right.
That's fine, but I think you should go down there and check it out for us.
What? Well, what's in it for me, Durf?
I'll tell you what's in it for you. Glory.
Roll your animal handling, I guess.
Let's see. What's my animal handling? It's huge. 15.
15. Okay, so you're telling me that if I go down here in this dark ass, scary ass chasm with weird ass carnival music, I'm gonna get glory and power and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
Money, power, glory, women.
Fuck it. I guess. I mean, we've been through worse shit, right? There was the time you threw me over the tracks in the mines.
To save you. To save you.
Well, that was still scary as shit, Durf. You understand this?
I understand.
Whatever. I'll do it for you. I've been asleep for a long time. You haven't called me out. I guess I owe you one. All right.
All right. I'll use my animal eyeballs or whatever it's called. Let's see.
Beast sense.
Yep, I use beast sense on him.
All right. So you can see through his eyes?
Yep.
All right. So he leaps off your pocket and down your chest and down your leg, and he crawls forward to the ramp, and he starts walking. It takes him a long, long, long time. He does have dark vision. Did we confirm that?
Yeah, he does. 30 feet.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so he strolls down, and you see through his eyes, and it's kind of like a gray haze, kind of like night vision as he gets down there. And all around this pit, the base of this pit, is basically like a city of carnival objects. You've got Ferris wheels, you've got carousels, you've got broken statues of clowns and colorful objects, and they're all twisted and broken on the ground. It looks pretty dead, except for the crackle of an unseen speaker somewhere that's emitting this carnival tune that echoes off the cavern above. Why don't you give me a investigation check? Can you talk to him? Like, yeah, for Eugene.
I could yell down to him. Investigation. Wait, so I have +1. His intellect is probably like, well, he's a dreadlord, so I don't know what his intellect is. It's a 12.
A 12? Okay.
Without any modifiers, it's a 12.
Yeah, so he looks around. He kind of strolls through this city of carnival objects, and he does notice and you notice this because you've seen it before, but he does notice another ticket booth similar to the ones that you have encountered so far, and behind that ticket booth is a large circus tent.
So does he... I yell, hey, go see what's in that booth there, bud. Please.
Okay, yeah, he crawls up into that booth. He crawls up to like the level that's like chest height with you guys, and he looks down and he sees an upside down cutout of Rusty the Rabbit. He's wearing this colorful kind of clown afro and a big red nose. He's got smeared clown makeup on his face with a bright red frilly top. But Eugene is not big enough to kind of activate his magic, and he's not active. He's just sitting inside that booth.
Well, I guess it's safe. Should I just call him back up? Should we go down?
Let's
What
go
do you
down.
guys think?
Let's go down.
We're gonna have to go
Call
down
Eugene
anyways.
back up. We don't need him arbitrarily dying in a pit of despair,
Well, we can just meet him down there.
or he could die.
Or he could die. Hey, buddy, we're coming down. You meet us halfway.
All right. He crawls
Strong
up halfway.
compromise.
He crawls up halfway this spiral. You guys climb down. It takes you a long time to climb down this. This is hundreds of feet down. And you eventually meet him halfway and make your way down. And as you take the first foot down off this ramp down to the main level, Suddenly, there's a surge of music as the bottom of the pit comes to life. Blinking lights of all the colors of the rainbow are strung up haphazardly between large candy canes and shattered buildings. Huge statues and decorations laid crumble across the floor. Heaps of twisted metal, broken go-karts, dented giant gumdrops, colorful lollipop swirls, trash, toys, and bodies are everywhere that now you can see as the entire thing is lit up. And a series of lights flicker on above it all, hanging from the cavern walls like Christmas lights that make the words Carnival of Chaos. A giant flashing arrow with a picture of Rusty's face points downward at a ticket booth ahead of you in front of a large circus tent riddled with patches and holes.
Is the chaos spelled with a C or a K? Because K is wrong, but it's more extreme.
I think it's a K then. It's definitely a K.
Nice. Nice.
Tug turns to Durf and he points at the ticket booth and says, "Burn it down."
Well, sometimes he tells us important stuff though.
Let's listen to this stuff and then burn it down.
Let's listen to the idiot rabbit. Is Ursula still with us?
Yeah, and she's just staring at the bodies, just terrified, looking at them like almost extremely scared, halfway extremely scared, and halfway kind of looking for her dad.
Are any of these bodies undead? Like,
no, because they look like they've been there for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like they look like workers of the park. They look like guests of the park, just strewn about. There's blood on all of. You couldn't really see this with dark vision, but there's blood everywhere, all over the buildings, all over the rides. It's just it's chaos, for lack of a better word. It's complete chaos down here.
Dang. Okay. Well, let's go check out the cabin or whatever and see what
all right. You walk up to the
Rust
ticket booth,
is going to tell us.
And his body flicks upward like I described before. Big, colorful afro, big red nose, smeared red and black clown makeup on his face, and he's got a bright red frilly, white and red frilly top. And he says,
"Welcome to my carnival of wholesome fun. Just remember, in the pit, there's no place to run. Through these doors is my circus where you'll test your luck. If you don't play it right, you're gonna get fucked."
Nice, wholesome family.
Abrasive.
Nice.
His head slowly ticks sideways on a tilt as the cutout sees Ursula. It pauses for a moment of eerie silence before quickly flipping back down into the ticket booth. Ursula says, What was that? Was that...
Permission to burn down the cabin, squad?
Permission granted.
Okay.
I burned down the cabin.
Same thing happens. He says his little rhyme faster and faster and faster, and he laughs this maniacal laugh as you watch the whole thing burnt to a crisp.
Nice. So Ursula, that was kind of weird. Did you notice that?
I've seen that face before. Those eyes, they stared at me for a second. I don't know what that was all about, but I'm terrified.
Yeah, that's Rusty. We literally showed you a picture and gave you his name. Remember, he murdered your dad. We totally covered this.
Why do you keep saying that? That's so awful. Why are you so mean? She grabs onto Carl's wrist tighter.
I'm setting the bar so low that if we do happen to hurdle it, you'll be even more exuberant and excited. But if you are let down, you don't have that far of a fall. Honestly, this is for your benefit. And then Tug walks into the chasm of chaos or whatever.
The carnival tent, the circus tent that I described?
Yeah.
Carl just looks at Ursula and kind of like shrugs his shoulders and follows in.
You step into the tent and you find yourself at the top of a set of rickety wooden steps. Benches line the circumference of this arena-style seating, leading down into a large dirt floor in the center, where a golden plate sits on a tall pedestal.
Can Tug climb the pedestal and get the plate?
Yeah, absolutely. It's down in the middle of, like, you think of like circus, there's like this big sand pit in the middle.
Yep.
It's basically standing on a pedestal right there in the middle for you.
Let's go get it, guys. Slowly but surely. Does somebody have detect traps? No?
No.
All right, let's get in there.
All right, you run down. You run down towards this
Oh, I don't
pedestal.
run down there. We're
Oh,
going
okay.
cautiously in.
You cautiously walk quickly towards the pedestal, and as you get within 10 feet of it, it's sucked down into the sand, and you hear a loud drum roll all around you as these spotlights from the top of the circus tent travel among the empty benches before settling in on the center, casting you in a bright light. And you hear this voice come from the top of the circus, and it says,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show. Shut the doors, lock them tight so there's no place to go. You want your prize? Better hold your breath so you can hit the right targets on the wheel of death.
Oh, boy.
and from the top of the circus tent, a large circular contraption lowers on a chain. The wheel has 3 rings of different sizes and colors, but each of them contains several targets that currently spin in different directions. The outermost ring is blue, and you count 20 total targets spinning around it. Each of these has the name of a creature. The middle ring is green. 12 targets rotate in the opposite direction, each with a characteristic. The central ring is the smallest, containing just 6 small targets that spin around a black screen in the center. Each of these targets contains a number on it.
When you say the ones in the middle contain a characteristic, what do you mean?
Characteristics. So you look at some of these, as these things are spinning around, you see things like 3-headed, flying, fire-breathing, invisible, undead, poisonous, things like that.
Okay.
And I'll send you the actual list of everything that's on there. On the creature list, there is ape, bear, basilisk, cat, hellhound, wasp, insect swarm, and so on, so on, so on. The middle one, there are those characteristics. The middle has numbers 1, 3, 5, 10, 50, and 100. And as you're watching this, something that unseen is lowered from the ceiling. And Carl, it's lowered right next to your face. And it's this small box on a rope that comes down from the ceiling from the top of the circus.
So
Small
my
box
guess
of-
is whichever one we hit is what comes down. Like
Yeah.
10,000 undead wasps, or
That wouldn't be that bad.
we'd catch them on fire.
Let me send you a picture of what you see, so if you want to target something in particular, you can.
I know.
But Carl, you have a box right in front of your face.
I grab the box,
Okay?
and is there a way to open the box?
You open the box, and inside, Carl, are 3 darts.
Oh, I'm so ready for this.
Wait.
Nope, I do not wait. I immediately target undead.
Tug's god is Dartholomew.
You're not wrong.
Tug worships Dartholomew.
But think about
I do.
episode 1. His chance to redeem himself.
That's right. I
That's true.
need this.
As you pick these darts out, as you pick these 3 darts out from this box, Carl, a white line is magically drawn in the sand in front of you, and you're about 20 feet away from the Wheel of Death.
Perfect. I toe the line. The first thing I'm aiming for is undead.
Okay, I'm going to need a ranged attack from you.
Wait, what's your ranged attack, dude?
Doesn't matter. The box came to
Don't
me.
metagame.
Box came to me, bruh.
Oh, God damn it.
We're gonna fight 100 poisonous
Clowns.
dragons.
That would be an 18.
18. Okay, what are you aiming for?
Undead.
Oh, in the middle. Okay, undead. So you hit the target. You hit the middle target. Or
Yes!
in the central ring, you throw this dart and you hit your target square on, and you hit undead. And on the black screen in the middle glows in red letters undead.
Perfect. Tug, would you like to make an attempt with one of these darts? You can try and see if you're as good as I am.
Always, my friend. Let me pull up the flow chart.
You should probably do not to metagame, but you know.
Yeah, don't metagame.
As the best thrower in the group,
I literally just hit exactly what I wanted. I would say I'm pretty damn good.
I'm talking to Tug. I'm just saying, as the
You
best
just said best thrower in the group? That's
best
clearly me.
thrower in the group, theoretically, based on past throws, you should aim for the smallest targets. Maybe.
So are you saying you want to take the middle rung?
I took the middle rung.
We already took the
outside.
middle rung. I would take the outside. Or you could do both. We don't have to take turns.
You know what? You do the big one. Let's get everybody involved.
Okay. You want me to do it now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got undead. What do we want? I'm gonna aim for.
And actually, Durf, as Carl hits the middle set of targets, the other two rings start to spin a little faster.
Of course they fucking do.
Nice.
Of course they
That's okay.
do.
I've got pretty dope decks, so let's see. I'm gonna aim for. Is anybody allergic to bees and wasps? Squad.
Let's aim for like one big creature, hopefully, or multiple. Let's get a big creature.
Or we could get one undead bee and just fuck that thing up real bad.
Yeah, I aim for wasp.
Okay, roll a dexterity attack.
21.
Okay, you hit wasp.
All right.
So you hit the target straight in the middle, and red letters appear in the black screen just above the undead, and it says wasp.
Classic. All right. Tug. Praise Bartholomew.
Praise to our Lord and Savior, Bartholomew. Let me see what I can drum up here. I'm looking over all my skills because I don't want to chub into the 10,000.
As Durf hits the outside ring, the center ring spins incredibly fast.
All right. Well, I guess I'll aim for a 1. And it's a ranged attack, right?
Yep.
14.
14. Okay, roll a d6.
6.
Is that 10,000?
Okay, you Tug, you line up. You line up on this white line, and your tongue sticks out, and it's like sticking out the side of your mouth as you're honing in on this central ring of targets. And you got one eye closed, one eye squinted closed, and you're leaning forward as far as your little halfling body can lean. And you chuck this dart at it, and it just misses the 1 and goes on the opposite end of the spectrum, because that's what's on a circle, that's what's around. And you hit the 100 target. And 100 in red letters lights up right beneath Wasp Undead 100, and the thing starts blinking, and you hear another voice come out from the circus. And it's Rusty's voice, and this time he's chuckling to himself, and he says,
Oh, this is great, but let me add one. Let's raise the stakes and have a little fun.
And right underneath Undead appears another set of letters, and it says fire breathing. So the black screen in the middle says 100 undead fire breathing wasps. And it flashes for a moment as the wheel of death gets pulled upwards towards the circus, and you start to hear an incredible buzzing sound all around you.
Time to EXP farm.
As much as we can, if anything. It's an iTunes review that helps us get noticed. To snippets of the music for your donations. You hear this incredible buzzing sound all around you as you watch in horror as 100 fire-breathing undead wasps appear from underneath the bleachers and converge on your party.
So as they appear, I just kind of pull Durf and Tug closer to me and tell them, "Don't worry, guys. I got this."
Roll initiative.
15.
That's a 6, right? 10.
5.
All right, so here's how we're gonna play this. There's 100 of them. Normal wasps. There is a creature in the monster manual called a swarm of wasps, but that's not usually. I don't think it's 100 of them. So I'm gonna say you're fighting basically 5 swarms of 20 wasps each. How about that?
Okay.
Fire breathing undead wasps. As these wasps come out from underneath these bleachers, Ursula just ducks down and covers her head. And she is terrified. She's like right underneath you, Carl. And 3 swarms of wasps go before Carl does. So they're just going to converge on your party. 1 swarm to each of you. The first one is going to be on Tug. So these things are buzzing and they are in flames. They're breathing fire, so there's just clouds of fire flying out from over them, and they come straight towards you, Tug, and they're going to breathe just a plume of flame in your direction.
Beautiful.
So I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
So damage is automatically halved, and
Yep.
then
You get +2 to your saves.
so 21.
21? Okay. So you take no damage? Is that right?
Correct. If I pass,
'Cause
I
it's-
don't take
that's
any
a that's a
damage.
pass. That's a pass for sure. All right, so yeah. So as this plume of flame comes straight towards you, you duck to the left, and the plume of flame keeps going, and it starts to ignite some of the bleachers on the other side, and that burst into flame just about 30 feet away from you. Another swarm of wasps is going to come straight at you, Durf. You make a dexterity saving throw.
9.
Plus
Okay,
two.
so you're going to take
Wait.
+2, 11.
Yeah, I guess I get hit.
Yeah, you get hit hard. You get hurt. So this plume of flame comes straight towards you as it comes out of these tiny wasps, and you're going to get hit for 17 damage. 17 fire damage.
Okay.
And again, this fire is just out of control with how many wasps are controlling it, undead wasps, and it explodes out forward and catches some of this dry circus tent, these patches on this dry circus tent, and the roof starts to go ablaze. And the last one's going to target Carl. Make a dex save.
10.
You do not pass this plume of flame that comes straight at you, doing 17 damage. Another 17. So you guys are just surrounded by flame and this loud buzzing that's kind of like flying around your heads, creating just this whole chaos. The circus is starting to go ablaze. The circus tent is starting to catch flame. And Carl, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm going to cast Bless
Okay.
on myself, Durf, and Tug.
Okay. What does that do?
Bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Nice. And when does the spell end? How long is it?
Lasts for a minute.
Sweet. So you guys get to roll a d4 on each attack and saving throw.
Yep.
And add it. Yep. Okay. Awesome.
That's chance to hit, not damage,
Just
right?
yeah, not damage.
Yeah, right.
Just attack, roll, and
Attack roll.
saving throw.
And saving
Yep.
throw, yep.
All right. So what does this look like in game?
I put my hands together above my head, kind of make the gun, and we hit the Charlie's Angels pose.
Okay. Nice. Did Ursula get the mop?
I toss her the mop.
Okay. I'm gonna roll initiative for her then. She's gonna play
Because it's still gooey. She could catch some of those wasps.
Yep, it is. That's absolutely true. Okay, Durf, you're up.
Damage, everybody. Light this bitch on fire. No regretty.
Well, actually, can I see the sky? Do I need to be able to see the sky? Because it's burning, though, right? Shouldn't I be able to see straight up?
Yeah, I'd say some of the fire that's burning the top of the circus tent, it's spreading, has opened a patch, and you could probably see up towards the sky.
All right. Let me ask you this, Joe. Were there to be a circle centered on us with a 5-foot
Mhm.
radius, would that capture all of the wasps within it?
It would capture the 3 swarms that approached you, but there are still 2 more out there.
Well, Tug did say fuck 'em up. I will cast Moonbeam centered directly on us.
Okay. What does that do?
Creates a silvery beam of pale light in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point. Dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. Okay, so the 3 swarms of wasps are going to make Constitution saving throws because they are all in this. And I've got a 10, a 15, and an 11. All right, so one of those passes, the other 2 do not.
Okay, the 2 that don't pass take 2d10.
What kind of damage is this, by the way? Is it radiant damage?
It is radiant damage.
So you're going to double that. So roll your
Nice.
2d10.
4d.
They are undead.
So 12.
12 total damage. So
Yeah.
that would be 24. Okay, so 2 of these. So and then the one that passes takes half that.
Yeah.
So 12 damage. All right, 2 of the swarms of wasps that just burned you guys with this flame evaporate as this radiant moonbeam comes straight down from the heavens, and they just disappear.
We also have to make saves.
Yes, you do. And you got to beat a 15.
Okay. 21.
Tug fails with a 12.
Okay.
Carl passes with a 20.
All right, so Carl and Durf, you both take 6. Tug, you take 12.
Yep, got it.
I will then, at the end of my turn, move.
Okay, you can do that. You'll take an attack of opportunity from the wasps.
Oh, is that the ones that are engaged with me or the ones that survived?
Well, they're engaged with everybody, and everyone's within 5 feet.
Fuck
Because
it.
you guys are all...
All right, I'll stick around.
Okay, you stick around. All right, Ursula is up next, and she's just going to swing her mop wildly at the last swarm that's right on top of her that attacked you, Durf. And she misses, so she's just... and she's swinging this mop, and these fire-breathing undead wasps are just flying all around her, and she doesn't manage to hit any of them. Tug, you're up.
I will move towards one of the group of wasps that we haven't engaged yet, and I will spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
So you're going to move away from the one that's engaged with you right now?
Yep.
Okay, 1 second. Oh, okay, they miss. Whatever. Yeah, you managed to dodge the wasps that are right next to you. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
And I'm using a key point for Flurry of Blows, so that's 4 attacks.
Okay, sweet.
And then I get plus D4 to hit as well.
Correct.
Natural 20.
Whew, okay.
Natural 20.
No, you didn't.
Natural 20. I'm not
No,
even
that's
fucking kidding.
insane.
No, you
I'm
gotta
not
be
even
kidding me. That's
I'm
not
even-
real.
It's 3
Carl,
in a row.
It's
Carl.
True. He's
It-
watching me
it's
roll.
actually-
It's 3 in a row.
Ridiculously true.
Natural 20.
Holy
I'm-
wow, he
that
just
was
rolled,
4 in a fucking
literally
row.
rolled
No,
4
you
in a row.
didn't.
He
I'm not
literally
even
just
kidding.
did.
I'm
There
not
is
even
literally-
no way.
Yes.
Not even
He
kidding.
did- he
I am
just
not even
did.
Do
kidding.
we have a recording of this video?
If I knew I was going to do the exact opposite as is intended of me, which is ones all the time, nobody
That
would
is
have doubted if I rolled
Fucking
4 ones in a
ridiculous.
row.
You rolled 4 natural 20s. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
I bet-
we're going in.
I bet he kills wasps.
Yeah, I guess roll your fucking damage.
Okay, so that is what is it? 4d6s times 2,
Hold on.
right? Because every single
There's
one is doubled,
no-
right?
Yes, I mean, roll it just to. We'll just figure out a super fucking high number, but you're gonna kill these things
4d6s plus 16.
with 4 crits.
What's 36 plus 16? Joe, you know that shit.
It's 52.
52.
52. That's how many damages I did.
All's the
Jesus
damages.
Christ. Okay, tell me how you obliterate this swarm of wasps. Jesus.
Can you punch each of them one time?
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
'cause
you
I'm-
rolled 4 natural 20s.
he
You can
pulls out the
literally do whatever the
chopsticks.
fuck you want.
Carl took the words out of my mouth. Since I'm a monk, I just reach into my pockets and whip out a pair of chopsticks and just start sniping them out of the air with
Like Karate
just,
Kid.
just blurring speed, just
Yeah,
blurring
yeah.
speed.
They with
And at the end, both pair of chopsticks are smoking. So like a barrel of a gun, I just kind of and blow on top of them.
All right, well that swarm is toast, absolutely. Okay, there is one more though that sees this and fucking runs because you just rolled net 4 natural 20s and you're welcome. So the swarm of wasps that was coming up right behind it to kind of attack it sees you do this and kind of point the chopsticks in their direction, and they're just like, nope, fuck this, and they fly out of the circus tent.
Strong play.
There's only one swarm of wasps left, and that one was on Carl. That one was on Durf, so it's gonna actually turn. They're gonna turn sideways, and I'll point their stingers in your direction instead of the fire, Durf.
Okay.
And rolls an 18.
Disadvantage, right? Protection.
Yeah, you're right there. Yep. 17.
Well, that'll hit too.
Sorry, Durf.
All right, Durf, you're gonna take 13 damage as you are
Alright.
poked and prodded with 20 different stingers of these undead fire-breathing wasps.
Could have been worse.
Carl, you're up.
Could have been slightly worse.
Slightly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just try and finish off this last swarm. I got a 22 and an 11.
First will hit.
8 damage.
Yeah, so you knock out all but maybe 3 of these wasps with the white thorn as you slash at these things. And Durf, you are last. You've got basically 3 wasps in front of you. What do you want to do?
3 individual wasps?
Yes. The remainder of the last swarm of wasp.
How close to me are they? Could I just conjure flame, like put my hand out in front of me, conjure flame, and they all die?
Yeah, but produce flame has a damage to it, doesn't it, if you throw it?
Oh yeah, I'm just if
Yeah,
they're
just roll
if
that.
they're wasps, it's only 1d6. I don't if it's not going to kill them, I'm not going to do it.
It could very possibly kill them.
We could very possibly kill them.
You have to roll a 2.
Do it.
All right.
What are you afraid of? What are you
Right?
afraid of, Durf?
If
What are
they
you
attack,
afraid
if
of?
they attack me, I'll die. Is what I'm afraid of.
Well, you'll
Yeah,
just go on.
that's what Carl's for. That's why he's also heals with the Z.
That's true. It's 1d8. Oh, it's 2d8.
Holy shit. So you literally can't not kill these things.
Snake.
You
Here
gotta-
comes Snake Eyes.
You gotta roll the attack first.
23.
Yeah, you hit.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Where's my d8s? I want to know how bad I kill him.
He rolls a 3.
9. 13.
13. Yeah, you burn them right up. You burn these bad boys up. And the last of the swarm of wasps fall to the ground in what was a much easier challenge than the DM thought. And from underneath you, a pedestal rises, and it's got the golden plate with a striped candy cane peppermint at the top. All right, and you have defeated the candy cane chasm. But the circus tent that you are in is still ablaze.
I leave the tent.
You walk up the bleachers to where you entered, and you see that the door is shut and locked.
But we're in like the middle of the tent, right? And it's kind of just disintegrating like around us.
Well, yeah, like things are falling from the ground. The whole thing is in fire. There's
Falling from the
smoke
ground.
starting.
Holy shit!
Fu-
We are gonna
this-
die.
Stuff is falling from the ceiling. Wooden beams are starting to fall from the ceiling. Smoke is filling the circus tent. You're finding it hard to breathe. Durf, you run towards the door, but find it barred and locked. And I'm gonna do this actually. Here, let's add this. Let's do this. I'm gonna start a 5-minute in-game timer for you guys to figure out how to get out of this or die. Ready,
Carl,
set, go.
Carl uses the white thorn and starts hacking at the floor near the pedestal.
Okay, give me a strength throw. Strength roll.
While he's doing that, I cast Healing Spirit on myself.
21.
21. All right, you hack underneath the pedestal and it breaks free and falls to the ground. Durf, you heal for what? Healing spirit.
Well, it'll be what is it again? 1d, 2d8, 1d8.
Timer's running. Carl, what do you do with the pedestal?
Tug turns to Olivia or
Well, is
whatever
there
and
like
says,
a-
"Hey, did you see your dad?" I'm just kidding. Slaps her on the back and says, "We need to get the fuck out of here."
Is there like a? There has to be like a space or something below the pedestal where it disappeared, right?
Not
You said
really.
it
It's just
disappeared.
pedestal sized.
I'm healing
Very small.
1d6 every 6 seconds, by the way.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess
2.
I'm gonna make towards the barred door and try and break it down.
Okay, give me athletics roll.
22.
All right, you do. You break straight through. That was easy. You break straight through this thing as you plow forward, and the thing shatters. The wood shatters as you tumble forward, and the circus tent burns down around you, and you guys are free. and Ursula runs.
Before
after you.
before we run out, Durf says, "I think we've got like 4 minutes left," and then he stands in his healing spirit for 1 minute before he runs out,
Carl will join him.
and rolls 60-10. Or I'm sorry, 10d6.
Tug turns to Ursula and says, "Doesn't matter how long your dad would stand in this. He ain't coming back."
God damn. Oh, that's so
Cold-blooded.
We heal for 40 each.
Okay, everyone's up to full health. The circus tent is burning all around you, and you guys are just sitting in this cube like, this is pretty nice, actually.
Well,
And then
once we heal up, we leave.
And then you leave, and the circus tent burns to the ground and collapses right behind you as you pass through this door.
Cool.
All right, that was
They should call him Rust Ease.
What?
And we'll end the episode there, I guess.
You know, Rust Ease because it's so easy. It's easy.
Yep.
And his name's Rusty.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
It's very bad. That's very bad.
Got it.
Well, I mean, okay, they can't all be winners. Let's be fair.
All right, here we go. Episode 29. We're here. We are ready. Who wants to give me the recap? Any one of you. Kirk did it last time, so.
I did
I
do
did
it
it last time.
No,
No,
Kirk definitely
bullshit.
did it last time.
Bullshit.
I did it
Tug
recently.
The Thug Mug Bar ran it
To
back.
be fair, we recorded 2 episodes. Each of you did a recap for one episode.
So it's Brian's turn.
Sounds
So
like
it
it's
would be
Brian's turn.
my
All right,
turn.
Carl.
We ventured into Candy Cane Chasm,
Jesus. Chasm.
where we what?
Nothing.
Is that not what happened? I listened to it.
No,
earlier.
you're right. That's what happened.
I
We went
know.
to, we went to
Chasm.
the
We
chasm.
ventured into Candy Cane Chasm, where we got to play a fun carnival game, where I once again proved myself as an extreme champion of throwing anything.
Hold on. By once again, you mean for the first time.
because you sucked the first time.
Once again, I proved that I am the best in the group.
Just arbitrarily. At least Durf and I argue about very specific things.
Right, there's no argument here. I'm giving the recap. Can you shut up? I was by far the best. We destroyed a bunch of bees, lit everything on fire.
Point of order, they were wasps.
And I killed most of
This
them.
is a cooperative recap here.
All right, look, the star of the episode was the mop.
Yep.
We burned
Okay.
it to the ground. We rolled out of the chasm,
Correct.
and I think we're supposed to be heading to Chaco Mountain.
Yeah. So you got
Is it
you
Chaco?
got the third
Oh, that's right.
golden plate. The first 2
They're
you've
gonna
already
fix
put
it.
down. The first 2 you've already put in the in Rusty's Mansion's gate, and you're just holding on to the third one. And you guys leave the chasm. And yeah, what do you want to do?
I think we should
Chasm.
queue up.
Yeah, we should go on and key up.
Key up? Key.
So hold on. Do we know that girl's name? I mean, I
Ursula.
know
Her
we
name is
know,
Ursula.
but do I?
And she's
Ursula.
with you.
Hold on.
And
Let
she
me-
still
let me
have the
write that
mop?
down.
She still has the mop,
Can we
right?
take
still has the mop.
Can we take a mental inventory on Ursula? Just see how she's holding up.
Yeah, she's pretty terrified. She's like gripping the mop, like with an extremely strong grip, holding it, just not really sure what she's gotten herself into. But she keeps continuing to tell you guys as you're walking around, like she's got to find her dad. She's got to find her dad.
Has she given the mop a name yet?
No,
Probably would help. She could call it
Tug
my
walks
dad
past her
to replace her dad who's dead.
Savage. Absolutely savage. Okay, so once Durf delivers that line to her, Tug walks by and taps her on the shoulder. Pretty fucked up, eh? And then just keeps on walking along, whistling, like jovially.
Okay. Yeah, she can strike up conversation. She says, "So what brings you all to the park?"
So many things. We're looking for a MacGuffin. It's a very specific thing that us important people know about, and you wouldn't. You're along for the ride now, so that's good for you, I guess. Otherwise, you'd be dead. That's why we're here. No idea why you're here yet. Maybe we'll figure that out throughout this little adventure. But what I need you to do is really just focus up, stay sharp, grip your mop, and grip and rip when necessary. All right.
I promise. I'm here to help. I'm here to help, and I'm sure my father will help too once we find him.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. You won't help too much. You probably just get in the way, and that's not being mean. I don't want you to get hurt by getting over enthusiastic about your skill set in regards to our current situation. So if just hang tight to Carl. You like him, you don't like me. I get it. I'm pretty abrasive. Totally fine. You need a dad figure now because you don't have one of those, so it makes sense. I'm not gonna blame you for that. We're going to go put this third plate into the Sigil of Justice or whatever that thing is, and then we're going to go see if the Choco Mountain ride is all fixed up. Maybe get on that. If not, we'll wait it out. I think waiting out is our best option.
Tug, I know. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Really do appreciate your help, no matter how abrasive you might be. I appreciate you just sticking with me and taking me along with you, and I just want to say thanks.
You're melting my heart, kid. Want to see you safe. Want you at least to see this dad thing to the end, whatever that is. But right now, you're along for our ride, so I'm not going to let you dictate the pace. We need to get this done. Disc in the Sigil of Justice. Trigger the third revolution of the sundial of Cotton Candy Village, and then let's get to the Choco Mountain. Let's resolve that.
You're right.
Here we go.
You're right.
Double time.
You're right. I appreciate it, and no matter what happens, I'm glad I found you three. So thank you.
Tug hits her with a wink and a gun.
I believe we found her.
True. Point of order, we found
Semantics, her dad's dead.
Give me a break.
I'd like to picture that if her dad actually is dead, that she'll use the mop and kind of like make it look like Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Put some shades on it.
A personal Kirk like mental visual that I have. So if anybody out there wants to draw that up, by all means, do it.
Jeez.
Also, another T-shirt that's gonna be hitting the store real soon. It is just a T-shirt that says "Disrespectfully disagree."
I love it.
You meet in a tavern.
All right, so the story, right? So where are you guys going?
I say we go back and we load up this plate. I'm not a big fan
of the mansion and put the plate up.
Yeah, put the plate in the Sigil of Justice. We'll move on.
All right, so you guys leave the chasm. You head across the park through that central area with the statue of the bunny, and you end up back at Rusty's mansion. You place the third plate into the bronze plaque, and it gets sucked in and glows green. And you've got one empty little socket there.
Nice.
Should we rest up and?
Always.
So it's about you guys woke up in the morning and went to Candy Cane Chasm, so it's maybe noon by now, maybe a little bit into the afternoon, so middle of the day, and I'm pretty sure Durf healed you guys up to full health.
Yeah, but then our spell slots and stuff, right?
I've only used 2 spell slots. I'm doing pretty decent.
I'm pretty low on key points.
So you could take a short rest, and then you would regain those key points.
Let's take a short rest.
I think we should go back to the mansion, prepare a picnic. Maybe go back out to the main fountain, have a nice picnic on the park.
Disrespectfully disagree.
Wow.
I'm down. Durf's down.
All right, Tug and Ursula hang back at the mansion. Just get a little short rest in, and Carl and Durf have a nice little picnic out by the fountain. It's adorable.
Nice.
Tug awkwardly just boos from just us, like if the camera is on them, just slightly off screen to the left, is Tug just boo, boo, boo.
All right. What's the plan?
Hopefully we can go to Chaco Mountain now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
All right. Chaco Mountain.
Durf, you got
Hopefully-
anything to add there, Chief?
Hopefully they fixed it by now.
Well, fingers
I'm not
crossed.
optimistic.
Okay, you guys head out from your picnic, your short rest, whatever you did during that time, and it's maybe just a little bit further into the afternoon, maybe like 1-2 o'clock. You guys head over to Chaco Mountain. You cross that bridge. You find this dead again. Once again, to the people that forget, Chaco Mountain is basically this Matterhorn-looking dead mountain of metal and brown and chipped paint that looks like it's been sitting there for ages and ages. And you step up to what used to be a ticket booth, now just a burnt heap of metal. You can still see like Rusty's little googly eyes sitting in the pile, just staring up at you. And behind him is the ski lift, which is still broken.
Dirk says, "Golly, guess we'll just have to wait for maintenance to get here."
While we wait for maintenance, Tug sneaks over and pockets the googly eyes.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna reach in behind me and say, "Guess what, guys?"
Are you writing googly
I-
eyes on your character sheet?
I mean, he picked them up. They're,
Yes.
they're in his
That's
inventory.
beautiful.
And I pull out my picnic basket, and I look at Durf and I go, "Round 2?
Guess we're settling in.
Yeah, waiting for maintenance."
Real question. Durf or Carl, don't either of you have a cantrip for light repair, like mend small objects?
Oh yeah, I cast mending on the
Just spam
thing.
mending on this thing until it's fully repaired.
over and over and over again. Everywhere I see a small structural deficiency, I cast mending on it.
All right, it looks a lot nicer. You managed to put the ski lift together, but the actual mechanism that makes it move is still not functional because mending is not powerful enough.
Wow.
No matter how many times you
Conceptually
spam it.
hilarious, though. Conceptually hilarious.
Guess we'll just have to wait for maintenance to get here. Honestly, I would have thought they would come when we burnt that hut down, because that's frankly pretty dangerous.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That whole mending thing that's all Tug's got.
So, okay, you sit and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait. And I'll say to start, an hour goes by and no one comes by. Nothing's happening.
Hey, Ursula, question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo,
Wait,
man.
I don't know why we're waiting here for so long. Can we just get a move on? I really need to find my dad, and we're just kind of sitting here. There's clearly no one in the park.
I don't know if you know this, but we're really not that good at finding missing people. My sister has been missing since, I don't know, episode 1. And we still haven't found her. So I'm not optimistic for your dad. I feel sorry for you, but just to let you know where this is probably going to go.
And also, per episode 12, we're not really good at finding the way to go. So, Ursula, why don't you just throw the brakes on, all right? Your dad used to work here, and I say used to because he's dead, so he can't continually work here. Was he a part of the maintenance crew? Like, do you know how to fix anything? Maybe you
no,
bestowed,
Tug.
maybe like in your lineage of janitorial things, like maybe you have some skills. You can fire this bad boy up.
There's a long pause while she just stares at you holding this mop before she throws it down and turns towards the mountain and starts to climb.
I will bend over and pick up the mop and follow her.
All right.
Durf will follow too.
Disrespectful for you to throw your dad's totem down like that. Just completely disrespectful. Tug very reluctantly begins to climb.
Okay, so this mountain is steep and it is hundreds of feet up. You can find some footholds and handholds based off the rugged appearance of it, but it's going to require an athletics check from all of you as you start
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna go ahead
climb
and
this
spend
thing.
a key point.
All right, so
Tug, the Thug Mugbar, spends a monkey key point to automatically
Okay.
pass.
Carl rolls a 13.
a 13.
Durf didn't get his dice out.
Durf didn't get the one thing this game requires.
Durf rolls a 6. and presuming that's not good enough, turns into a spider.
All right. Actually, Derp. Okay, so here's what happens with that. So Tug goes first, and I got to roll for Ursula, I guess. She
rolled a natural one.
She's probably wishing she had that mop.
All right,
to
so
save
here's
her.
what's happening.
Hold on.
No, hang on.
Dude,
Okay, go ahead.
So here's what I picture. It's the movie, which the name is escaping me. So great start. But Sylvester Stallone is holding that lady.
Nope, got nothing.
Cliffhanger?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
cliffhanger.
it's
It's
extremely-
exactly cliffhanger.
Wow, yeah.
So her rope snaps or her buckle snaps, and Sylvester Stallone reaches out and catches her hand, and her glove slowly slips off, and she falls into just the chasm and dies.
The chasm?
Chasm.
So I feel like Tug and Ursula have a similar situation
Okay.
going on, because Tug is the expert and Ursula is the natural one.
So you automatically succeed. You don't necessarily automatically roll a natural 20. So here's what's going to happen. It's going to be similar. We could do that similar. So
Oh, I'm not saying I save her. I'm saying she dies, but like that's the moment that we're experiencing.
Wow.
I'm just
so
saying
much
that's what
care
we're
for these
experiencing.
NPCs. So invested. Okay, so she goes up first, obviously, because she was the first one. She starts climbing. It looks like she's doing fine. Tug, you race up right behind her, kind of like as you watch her get these handholds and footholds, you get the same places because you see that they've been used. Carl, you're fine with the 13. You end up racing up behind him. And Durf, with a 6, you get about halfway up this mountain and start to slip. At the same time, Ursula slips. So in slow motion, Ursula's falling down the mountain. Tug, you reach out to grab her, and her hand is so sticky from that jelly from before, it just slides out. And now we're in slow motion. She's falling backwards, just yelling like, "Ah!" And Durf, you're falling as well, and you see this, and roll me a dexterity check to be able to turn into a spider, and then you can...
Natural 20.
You're joking, really?
Nope.
Wow.
I can show it to you.
Tug in slow
There it
motion yells,
is.
"Durf, booty goo."
Yeah, booty squirts.
All right, what happens, Durf?
Durf transforms into a spider, grabs on effortlessly because giant wolf spider can climb onto walls, and he, well, I'm going to say before he transforms, he yells, #booty squirts, and he turns into a spider, squirts her out of his booty, which is not a thing that giant wolf spider can actually do in the rule book, and starts to climb up, sort of just dragging her along. And
Okay.
she sort of knocks up against the wall as we walk up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the three of you continue to climb up this mountain as she just hangs from a sack of booty squirt, bouncing along, and she's just like, I don't like this very much.
I reel her in a little bit so she won't bounce as much.
And she goes, thank you. And you get about 3/4 of the way up, and you start to hear a rumbling inside the mountain. And what I explained earlier with this mountain is there's several caves, these empty caves that are just dusty and empty. I said empty. These empty caves that are built into the mountain. And as this rumble kind of goes on, you have to hold on real tight. And directly above you at the very top, close to where the entrance is, a cave opens up, and this browned chocolate, it's like black and brown because it's like old chocolate, starts to flow out of it and head directly down on top of you. And I need you to...
So it's poop.
Essentially. And I need you to all roll a acrobatics check. Or an athletics check. Athletics again.
I will spend a key point to automatically pass.
Okay.
Monster 3.
Remember when I wanted to change my Chimpo the monkey tattoo, and it's been easily the most like critical thing I've
Yes.
ever had?
19 for Carl.
Oh, you know
19
what?
for Carl.
Giant wolf spider has +1, so a 4.
A 4.
See you the fuck later, son. Have fun being covered in poo.
All right. So yeah, so Tug and Carl, you guys are up ahead still. You easily climb out of the way real quick. You like leap over to the left. You swing your legs around and leap over to the left and just avoid this brown goop that's flying down towards Durf. and Ursula, which Durf, it just covers you. You managed to hang on because you're a wolf spider, but you cannot get out of the way in time, and this goop just covers you, and you're gonna take 20 acid damage.
God.
Okay. Well, I turn back into a half elf and fall, I guess.
How much does a wolf spider have? How much HP does a wolf spider have?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Can I bequeath my slow fall to Durf here?
Yeah, you can see this happening. You're not too far ahead of them.
I know,
So
but
you
I
see
can't
them-
like give him my skill of slow fall.
Does my
no.
aura of warding apply to that?
He's not within 10 feet of you.
Is he?
What would order? He just add 2?
No, because he rolled a 6, slid back down,
okay.
turned into a spider. So he's
I was
not.
just trying to ask.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
No, I'm just saying I understand why it doesn't make sense.
All right, so you see Durf being covered with this goop, and you see his form change back into an elf. What do you two do? You're about 20 feet up above him.
I whip my shield off my back. Look at Tug. Say, are you going to get him or am I?
I grab. Okay, I've got this. My brain skull is motoring right now. I've got this. I grab the shield.
No, you don't grab the shield. I throw the shield.
Fair enough. The shield is tossed to me, and I ski down. I surfboard down on the shield because it's the river of goop.
Right, but I throw the shield and then you run and jump onto the shield. And then
I'm climbing. How am I running?
Sounds better.
Acrobatics check.
Tug uses his monkey-like acrobatic ability, scampers down the hill or down the mountain, and jumps onto the shield and uses it kind of as like a makeshift wakeboard, snowboard thing to kind of cruise along this poo chocolate. And as he catches up to Durf, he grabs onto Durf's hand and fires the cable call back up the mountain, so saving thusly Durf and Ursula and dragging them back up to the top.
Okay,
Because
sweet.
Tug is the best.
All right, you're gonna have to roll another either acrobatics or athletics if you want to auto succeed. Just mark off a key point.
Consider that key point marked.
Okay. All right, you do exactly that. You surf down, finally successfully using this shield surfing maneuver in an effective way, and you grab onto Durf in your cable car, and you are pulled up to that top cave. And Carl, you see this happening, and you continue on up, pulling yourself up to this dark cave entrance.
Durf says, "Man, we should have just done that in the first place."
Okay, look. All right. So I didn't know you guys were going to be that bad, first off. Second off, Tug looks into the camera and does the hang loose.
The Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah, he hits a hard Johnny Tsunami into the camera.
All right. All right. You so now you're at the peak of the mountain. You're at the very top. You see the vastness of the whole park. Just it's almost beautiful. It's creepy because everything is dead and looks like it's been there for years and broken.
You know, but kind of beautiful.
But it's also beautiful. It's also beautiful because you see the swamp in the background, and you see these huge mountains, real mountains off to the west, and you see the dark, looming clouds off to the southeast. You see just the whole landscape, and it's beautiful. But you're focused in on what lies before you, which is a dark tunnel. And as you walk through into this mountain, you come to a waterfall inside. And it's the waterfall of this brown, goopy, chocolatey, watery substance. And it pours into a large pool of the same that rushes down a tunnel ahead and into darkness going down the mountain. And near the pool are several donut-shaped inflatable rafts with wide bases stacked on top of one another.
Interesting.
And can we see down either of the tunnels?
It's dark. It kind of like it drops off and then into nothingness. And the only way to see what would be down there is to like jump into the pool and start swimming over there.
So the last time a little ride-related thing happened, Durf almost died. and goes, episode 4, Eugene lived for me. So Tug is going to, by proxy, default himself on this ride with Durf.
Okay.
So the rafts that you see can actually hold about 4 people.
Oh,
They're
so we
pretty
all go
large.
together. Hooray.
in that case, convenient.
Do I perceive anything cool besides
Are
the stuff you already said?
Are you
Can
gonna
I-
roll a perception check?
Sure. Yeah. Freaking 18.
Okay, sure. I'll say that what you perceive is that the chocolatey substance that's in this pool and that's going down this tunnel, this ride, doesn't look as ominous as the stuff that's outside. So I'll say with that check, you realize that this is not acidic chocolate water. Essentially, you can fall into this without taking acid damage.
Nice.
I still think our play here is to not fall out of the raft. And I also
Hashtag drowning.
so is there like a
I mean, I have water walking, so I'm okay.
is there a control which worked out great when you cast water walking or whatever and started frog gigging.
Look, that's not my specialty, like throwing stuff.
Is there like a control center around this room that might activate, I don't know, like the flow of the chocolate or whatever?
You don't see anything. Essentially, like I said before, there's a waterfall, and you think like naturally that waterfall is pushing the water through the pool that's slowly moving towards this precipice that then drops off and the water rushes even faster downwards. So the rafts are stacked nearby, and it looks like people could put the raft into the pool and then slowly kind of travel to this tunnel entrance and then drop off into the ride.
Tug, I want to go to the edge without getting into the water, to the edge of where the precipice is, and see if I can see down and see anything.
Yeah, sure. Roll a perception check
Can I throw a fireball down there
if you want.
to light it up? You know.
Oh, at the same time he's looking? Sure.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check with advantage, Tug. While he's doing that.
12.
Okay. With advantage? Okay.
Yep,
You
yep.
you get as close as you can to the tunnel without actually diving into the pool. And as Durf throws this flame down to the tunnel, it lights up the sides of the walls and goes down. And you just see it drop off really steeply and turn to the left, and then it disappears. You can't really see based off the angle of where it turns.
All right, guys, let's go.
Yeah, let's get
do
in a tube.
Yep.
Are there
Alright.
oars?
There's no oars.
Or we
Just
have
big raft.
Ursula,
Mop, though.
Ursula row with the mop.
I've got them up.
Maybe we should put
Ursula,
Ursula
you're
in the middle.
steersman.
Okay, I'll try my best. I promise. I guess. Can I have the mop back? Sorry about earlier. I was just impatient.
Our order on this raft is Carl, Tug, Ursula, Durf.
Okay.
All right, well, then
What?
give it to me.
It's a round donut shaped raft, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it moves in one direction, right? Or does it move in every direction?
You ever been to a water park? You know, like you guys sit in the corners, not the corners because there's no corners in a circle, but basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you grab onto the handholds, and it just spins around while it goes down. It's kind of like that.
All right, Wheel of Death formation. Let's go.
All right, you grab the top raft from this stack, and it's got like patches in it. This is old, rundown water park raft, and you grab
mend
it.
it,
And you,
mend it, mend it, mend it.
You mend it?
Mend. I
Okay.
use mending.
You mend it, the patches are gone. It looks like a pristine raft, and you drop it into the pool, and you guys hop in, and you grab onto the handholds, and it starts to slowly float towards the tunnel.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden, whoosh, you are barreling downwards at tremendous speed, taking sharp, twisted turns that send you nearly sideways as you spiral downwards. Flashing rings of light on the cavern walls make it hard to see as you hang on for dear life. You hear twisted carnival music turn into the wicked laughter of Rusty's voice before finally straightening out a bit. Your path widens and torches along the walls light the cavern before you as you continue to race downwards down this mountain. And suddenly, as you're rushing downwards, the water around you begins to churn. Emerging from the depths are 4 blob-like figures of dripping chocolate. They match your speed beneath the liquid as they glide up and down on the river towards the raft with a menacing look. As they crawl upwards towards the raft, razor sharp, dripping teeth slowly show within a gaping, greedy maw on an eyeless face. Roll initiative.